Good afternoon, sports fans. Ernie Over and Josh Henninger here today at Lyman High School in southwest Wyoming in the beautiful Bridger Valley, getting set for a couple of basketball games. The first game will be against the Lyman Lady Eagles. They come into this contest 14-3 overall and 3-1 in the southwest quadrant. And the Lander Valley Tigers, the Lady Tigers, come in at 10-3 and 3-0 in the northwest quadrant. So this is not a conference game today, but this should go a long way in seeing how the Tigers stack up against a very, very tough team. And Josh, as Coach Stu Mullins has said, he thinks the Lyman Eagles on the men's side might be the best 3A team in the state.
Yeah, the Lyman Eagles on the men's side or on the boys' side as well as the girls' side. Both of them are ranked top 5 in 3A, and it's one of those that they had a tough contest against their just down the road rival against Mountain View a couple days ago. The Lyman Lady Eagles lost, and the Lyman boys won against Mountain View. So it'll be one of those that, like we had against Riverton, a tough rival opponent competition earlier in the week, and now going into this weekend, full slate of games, a couple of cross quadrant games for the Tigers, but looking to build some momentum as we enter the last month of the regular season.
That's right, Josh. Tomorrow afternoon in Lander, we'll have the Mountain View Buffaloes visiting Fremont County after tonight's game. And then it's back into conference play again for Lander. But tonight, the Eagles and the Tigers are going to clash here in Lyman. We'll be back with some pregame activity on the Bailey Enterprises pregame show right after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Back again in Lyman, Wyoming, down here in the Bridger Valley. As we look at the Lyman Lady Eagles roster, Josh, we notice that they have quite a few prolific scorers. Bryce Hansen and Charles C. Rose both average 14 points a game. Sage Bradshaw comes in with 11 points a game. On the rebounding side, the most prolific rebounder is Bryce Hansen. She comes in with 6 rebounds a game. And then Charles E. Rose has 4. And also with 4 is Caroline Bradshaw and Aston Wells with 3. So this team likes to run and gun. They average 58 points a game. Lander Valley Tigers average 52 points a game. Lyman has a 32 rebound a game streak, and the Tigers 28 rebounds. In the assists, and this is where you can tell you've got a good team that likes to pass the ball around. Lyman averages 13 assists a game, while the Tigers have 8. And also 22 steals a game. That's tremendous. So they've got some quick hands, and they know how to come away with that basketball. Lander averages 1 block a game, and Lyman averages 3. In the turnover departments, they're about even, 15 for Lander and 17 for Lyman. In the three-point shooting, the Tigers, Lady Tigers have the edge. 34% of their three-point shots go in, while only 25% of Lyman's do. Lyman has the edge in the field goal shooting at 46 to 41%, and Lander has the edge in the free throw shooting 63% to 60%. Well, we're high in the rafters here at Lyman High School. And it's going to be interesting, Josh, because they have the kind of gym that they separate with a big drop cloth, I guess what you would say, a big separator here. And the 2 scoreboards are in direct line with where that curtain, that's what it is, where the curtain rides up. So we can't see the time or the score. But I think we're going to do okay. We can kind of see the score on one board, but not on the other. So this will be interesting. So we're going to keep score manually here to make sure we've got that correct for you. And I don't know about the time, so we'll just do the best that we can. I remember that was an issue last time we were here in Lyman, and of course we're right up on top of the bleachers on the big set of bleachers. We got about 25 rows here, and we're at the very top of that. So it'll offer a very good view of the court. And, of course, everything here is blue, as Lyman's colors are blue and white. And we'll be back with more of the Bailey Enterprises pregame show after we listen to this.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Looking at the losses that the Lyman Eagles have on the year, they only have 3 losses. They were defeated by Casper Natrona 40-47. They lost to Kemmerer 62-24, and I'm wondering about that score, if that might not have been all the varsity players on that one. That was right after the new year. And then they were defeated by Mountain View, as Josh said earlier, 40-38 on the 28th. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers have lost 3 games, and the losses that they came were handed to Sheridan, Cheyenne East. They lost to Sheridan 51-48 in a really, really good game. They were defeated by Cheyenne East 60-40, and they lost to Douglas 58-47. The rest of the time, the Lady Tigers have reeled off 8 wins in a row since, the Douglas tournament back before Christmas. So Lander has a little bit of momentum going, and Mountain View might be stinging just a little bit from that loss they had against their rival Mountain View, which is interesting, Josh. Out here in the parking lot, you can see Mountain View High School from here.
Yeah, I mean, they're just down the road from each other. I know we always talk about the Lander-Riverton rivalry, but there is 24 miles separating them. Lyman and Mountain View, it's less than 10. So it's definitely one that on the schedule you're always wanting to circle it and look forward to it, as well as use it as not necessarily a breakup game to divide your conference schedule in half, but use it as a momentum game. The Lady Tigers did that against their rival Riverton. The Lady Eagles were not able to do that against Mountain View last weekend, but it would be something that they're looking to do. I mean, it is an important game because you've got 2 powerhouse teams on the western side of the 3A class, but it is cross-conference, so it will not affect your conference record, no kind of blemish on it. But as you talked about, Lady Tigers are on a roll just when they need to be. Coming out of the invitational tournaments, they've won 8 games in a row. There's been a couple of close ones, but a lot of them they've won very handily, except for that one. They did well in Thermopolis, but the contest before that, they kept it close. I believe that was against Worland.
Yeah, that was against, let's see. Let's just take a look here.
Was it Worland?
They beat Thermopolis 71-23. They upset Lovell. That was the big upset.
Yeah.
They upset Lovell, who only had 2 losses on the year, and Lander gave them one, 54-41. Lander beat Worland 31-51, and Riverton 52-26. So Tigers are on a roll. And something we talked about, Josh, on the way down here, a lack of snow.
Yeah,
you know, it's almost bare on the ground down here in southwest Wyoming. Actually, since we left South Pass, there hasn't been much snow on the ground, although it does look like the Uintas and the Wyoming Range have quite a bit of snow up on top, and of course that's where you want them.
Yeah, and of course, the longer in the winter you go and the colder it gets, the more snow that falls. That means we're getting closer and closer to the regional tournament, which is just 1 month away. First weekend of March will be regionals up in Powell for the Lady Tigers, and I believe the East regionals down in Burns. That way, learned from the Thermopolis broadcaster Jordan McCamey in our last broadcast. We'll go ahead and take a look, take a quick break, and then we will get ready for the tip-off between the Lyman Lady Eagles and Lander Lady Tigers.
And a reminder, you're listening to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Lyman, Wyoming. Josh Henninger, Ernie over with you as we're getting ready for the tip-off between the Lyman Lady Eagles and the Lander Lady Tigers. Both teams coming in with pretty good records, pretty good conference records. Lyman is ranked overall, I believe, number 3 in Class 3A action. And we're getting ready for the tip-off here. With the call is Mr. Ernie Ober.
And our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups: Hallie Blumel, Carolyn Bradshaw, Charles C. Rose, Sage Bradshaw, and Kendall Dickerson. For the Lyman Eagles, Talene Tendor, Demi Stauffenberg, Ryan Bell, Whitney Hansen, and Megan Winfield. For the Lander Tigers, and the tip up and away it goes, and it comes out to Sage Bradshaw for the Lyman Eagles. On top, underneath on the give and go, she misses the layup, rebound out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lyman Eagles. Boy, I tell you what, Charles C. Rose had that lane all to herself, Josh, but she just, little bit of adrenaline, I guess, just missed it. There's the inbounds pass, knocked out of bounds off of Lyman, and it'll go to Lander. That ball bounced right off of Kendall Dickerson, one of the seniors on the Lander team. Lyman showing full court pressure here as Winfield brings it down underneath the basket. Shots up by Stauffenberg, not good. Rebounded by Winfield. The ball's knocked away from her. She picks it up. Around the horn it goes. Stauffenberg for 3. It's short, not good. Rebound is on the floor, and the Tigers come away with it. Nice effort that time by Tendor. There's a 3 by Winfield. No, Tigers get another offensive rebound. Whitney Hansen on the far side outside, and she moves it over to Winfield. Winfield now, across the key it goes to Stauffenberg in the corner, Tendor. Tendor has the ball high above her head, dribbles it now. Moves a little bit to her left. She's double teamed there. She breaks that pressure on the far side. Winfield is open for 3. Got it.
There you go. Try again. 3 offensive boards for the Tigers. They're on the board first, 3-0.
And those offensive rebounds were really important. Tigers putting on a full court pressure, and they're leaving the back open. And there's a travel. There's a nice turnover as Kendall Dickerson, Josh, had a lane to the basket, and she just took off running without dribbling the ball.
Yeah, she got excited. She saw that the lane was wide open, and she was ready to get in and get going as Tigers were starting to recover. Unfortunately for her, she forgot to dribble the ball. Tigers take advantage.
Tendor all the way down in the corner to Stauffenberg, over to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell on the near side, midway between the two lines. Cross-court pass to Winfield. She launches a tray. No, not good. Fight for the rebound. Then it's going to come down to Charles C. Rose. Long pass down court. Shot is up and in. And that goes to Caroline Bradshaw, and it's a 1-point game. 3-2 on our scoreboard. There's a shot from the corner for Stauffenberg. Up off, not good. Fight for the rebound goes to Stauffenberg underneath the Tendor. She is fouled as she tries to do a hook shot under the basket.
One thing I've noticed so far for the Tigers, they may just be taking the early open shots, but usually they do a really good job of working inside, and then as everybody collapses, they tend to go for the perimeter shots, where this time the perimeter shots are open first, so they're taking them. They haven't fallen nearly as much as they have earlier in the year, but so far, Tigers doing a real good job getting those offensive boards and second chance opportunities.
Tendor misses the first free throw, and she'll get another one now after one single bounce. Shots up and good. So the Tigers go out now 4-2 on our scoreboard. And looking at a full court pressure again as Lyman tries to bring the ball down court. Nice dribbling by Hallie Blumel. Underneath the basket, it goes to Kendall Dickerson. Her shot's not good. Rebound and a foul underneath. Drawing the foul is Hallie Blumel. And the Tigers, Tendor gets that personal. Her first, team first. Well, the good news is we can see the very bottom half of the scoreboard, so we know who the fouls are on.
We know who the fouls are on, and we can see team fouls. But as far as the score and the time, we're going to have to do some aerobics and some yoga to try and get the position to read the rest of the scoreboard.
Hallie Blumel makes good on the first charity stop, the toss. The second one is up and good as well. And we have a tie game at 4. First tie of the afternoon. Down court for the Tigers in the corner and across the key and around the horn it goes to Ryan Bell. Bell almost has the ball picked, but there's a second foul on Caroline Bradshaw as she went for the ball and got the body instead.
And Lyman, we're just barely 2 minutes into this contest. They're doing wholesale changes. All 5 starters are out and 5 new players are in.
Lander will have the ball at center court. There's the inbounds pass to Tendor. Tendor guarded by Paige Rose. In the middle to Whitney Hansen. Now back out on top again. Tendor, she's fouled. Reach-in foul. And that's going to go on Paige Rose, who just came into the game. That's her first. Not a shooting foul. I think we've got 3 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm not sure. We'll check that.
About 5.
About 5? Okay.
Yeah.
All I can see is the bottom of the number. Here we go. There is Stauffenberg over to Tendor. Out. Tendor has it now. She drives the line underneath all alone. Ryan Bell, and she misses the layup. She shot the ball straight up in the air instead of off the glass. And Lyman comes back with the rebound. Paige Rose dribbling it on top of the key, guarded by Hansen, and a foul on Hansen. First foul on Hansen, second team foul for the Tigers.
And one thing we didn't mention in the pregame show, Ernie, looking at the stats, this Lyman Eagles team, they're averaging only 5 fouls a game. Not half, a game.
Yeah. Paige Rose has it on the near side. It was poked away from her. She picks it back up on top of the arc now. Moves, and there is a travel on her. Third turnover on Lyman. Good coverage that time by Demi Stauffenberg that forced that turnover.
I thought it was going to be a reach in there by Demi, but they called her for the travel instead.
All right, down court, underneath the basket. Hansen underneath has fouled as she goes to the basket.
Hansen did a good job there, leaking inside, trying to get in between the defenders there. Lyman's playing. They keep switching back and forth between a 2-3 zone and a 3-2 zone. That time they were in the 3-2. 2 players along the baseline. Hansen went right between them, found a little bit of a gap, draws the contact, and she'll go line for 2 as she misses the first.
Whitney Hansen at the free throw line has not scored yet in the game. It's a tie at 4-4. She can break the tie, and no, misses both free throws. Rebound comes down to Lyman. There's the outlet pass to Paige Rose. Rose falls down and is called for traveling. Well, that was good double defense that time by the Tigers. She had nowhere to go, so she fell down.
Yeah, and Lyman Eagles are averaging 17 turnovers a game.
And they have 4 already. Here we go, Megan Winfield on top of the arc. There's a pass knocked away, but picked up by Ryan Bell. Ryan does a reverse underneath on top to Winfield for the shot. It's good. Megan Winfield gets the 3.
Megan Winfield from her hot zone on the far side wing. She loves hitting those wing shots from the elbow and puts it up and in for 3.
And on the other side, we have a basket by Bo Gregory, who is unopposed to the basket, and it's a 1-point game, 7-6. Down court, there's one by Stauffenberg. In and out, not good. Rebound pulled down by Briley Bradshaw. Quickly, Lyman comes down the other way. Bradshaw hands it off to Hansen. Hansen on top of the key now to Austin Wells. Wells dribbling it. Now she moves to the right-hand side, midway between the 2 lines, on top to Hansen. On the left-hand side, she throws up a shot that's not good. The Tigers get the rebound. Winfield grabs that carom. Long pass down to Hansen, in the corner to Bell. On top it goes. Tendor has it just outside the arc to Hansen. To Winfield for 3. Yes, sir! Winfield with her 3rd tray of the game, and it goes 10-6.
And 2 baskets in a row from Winfield from the same exact spot. Tigers doing a real good job breaking that zone of the Lady Eagles, bouncing it inside. They collapse and put it outside with the open shooter on the perimeter.
Bo Gregory on top of the key to Paige Rose. Paige getting a pretty good pressure by Stauffenberg. Gives it off now to Austin Wells. Wells over on the right-hand wing. Paige Rose now to Bo Gregory. Gregory just outside the arc, moves into the free throw line, throws it away. And that'll be the Tigers' ball, and that is, Josh, the 5th turnover for Lyman. And now
another line change.
Another platoon change comes in.
Lady Eagles are doing more of a hockey-style shift by getting rid of all 5 players with 5 substitutes, instead of just 1 or 2 players at a time, as they get a turnover there on the inbound play.
And the turnover is rewarded with another one. So Lander tried a really, really long pass down court, as you saw, and it didn't work out. So here's the inbounds pass to Tendor. Tendor brings it across the timeline, loses the ball. 2nd turnover by the Tigers. Down court, ball's on the floor. Picked up by Hansen, and we have a held ball, and it'll go to the Tigers.
That's just a great recovery there by Hansen. She was beat on the outlet pass, but she didn't give up on the play. Great hustle, came back and tied it up as the Lady Eagle player was starting to lose possession of it, and she'll get the ball back for her and her teammates.
10-6 the score. Winfield has it underneath. Oh, that was a perfect setup shot, but Stauffenberg cut inside instead of outside, and the turnover goes to Lyman.
She zigged when Hansen thought she was going to zag. I like the idea of seeing the vision. That backside post move was definitely wide open along the baseline.
2 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. It's 10-6 Lander. Down court now, Blumel has it. Haley Blumel on her 2nd time on the court. Over to Sage Bradshaw. Near side it goes to Charles Rose. Charles brings it across the key. Back over to Blumel on the outside, right wing. Blumel reverses direction in the lane. Tries to get it underneath, but the ball's knocked away. It's picked up there by Charles Rose. Rebound is up, not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Good effort there, and we have a foul going to be called on Sage Bradshaw of the Lyman Eagles.
And they are already at their average of 5 fouls here in the first quarter with about 1.5 minutes left. Tigers lead 10-6.
Okay, Tigers have a substitution coming in now. And let's see, who was it? It was Layla Norris came in for the Tigers. in the backcourt. Here we go with Ryan Bell. Ryan breaks the pressure at half court. In the corner, here's Stauffenberg's shot is up. It's partially blocked. Rebound comes away to Charles Rose. Long outlet pass is very long. Hauled in by Bradshaw. Bradshaw across the court to another Bradshaw. Sage, her shot for three is no. Rebound is tipped away, and it's going to go to Lander on the out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, a couple bodies going on the floor for the Lady Eagles as well as the Lady Tigers. Bunch of hustle plays trying to go out for that long rebound. Tigers will get the team rebound as Lyman was the last one to touch it before it went out of bounds.
Under a minute to go now, first period. Lander has it with the lead 10-6 on our WildToday.com scoreboard. Underneath, there's a bad bounce pass that was intercepted. That's the fourth turnover by Lander. Now we go the other way, just a few seconds left here in the first period of play. There's Sage Bradshaw. Sage dribbling it to the left-hand wing, stops, looks for someone to throw, tries the give and go underneath. We have a whistle and a foul on the floor to Layla Norse, I believe. Yep, Layla gets the personal foul, and that is her first. It's not a shooting foul. I'm not sure how much time is left. I think about 10 seconds.
19.
19 seconds. Okay, very good. As we mentioned, there's a curtain that's blocking our view of the scoreboard. There's a running one-hander. Up, off, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers going to hustle on down the floor. There's knocked away by Lyman, and it'll stay with Lander.
About 3 seconds left.
3 seconds left. We mentioned here at the gym they've got this big curtain divider, and it's hanging right over both scoreboards. So here's Whitney Hansen stepped on the on-bound line. Now the Lander Tigers have 5 turnovers, and Lyman 6 with
less than a second.
Than a second to go. So we get just time for the inbounds pass, and there it is, and it's out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And we still have a
tenth of a second.
Tenth of a second left for Lander to inbound. And Stauffenberg is looking as coming into the game now for the Lady Tigers. Whitfield comes back into the game. And Demi goes to the side. And there's the inbounds pass, and that's the end of the first period of play. And after one, it's Lander Valley Lady Tigers 10, the Lyman Lady Eagles 6.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Well, we almost had a little incident there at center court. The Lyman cheerleaders came out, and they have 3 flags out there, LHS, and the L almost clipped one of the officials. I think he felt the breeze on it because it was really, really close. But we have the lead, Lander 10 and Lyman 6 as we enter the second 8 minutes of play. And so far, the Tigers have improved their offensive rebounding.
Yeah, the offensive rebound, that first possession, they had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, getting the prime opportunity for second chance points and getting on the board first as Megan Winfield finally put down a 3-ball to open the scoring for the Tigers.
And she has most of the scoring. She has all but one of the Tigers' points with those 3 trays. Underneath the basket, trying to turn away, elbowing her way around is Bryce Hansen, and we have a 3-second violation. That's turnover number 8. So Lander has it out of bounds, facing full court pressure. Here's the inbounds pass, goes to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell is double teamed, and she gets it away to Whitney Hansen, but the ball's knocked away. Shot from inside the lane is good by Ashton Wells, and that makes it a 2-point game, 10-8. Lander got caught in that trap down there in the corner and couldn't get the ball away down court. Here's a shot up, partially blocked that time by Bryce Hansen. Tigers get back the rebound. Winfield has it. Around the key it goes, now back in the corner and around to Winfield, and she is tied up, and it will be Lander's ball. And coming back into the game is Demi Stauffenberg, and coming out Whitney Hansen. 10-8, Lander with the lead and the basketball now in the forecourt. It'll be the inbounds play, and the inbounds play comes down court, goes to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg tries to go around the circle. Down in the corner, it goes to Lila Norris. Norris under the basket. There's a shot up and good by Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell got that one. It's kind of hard to see her down there. I had a fan standing up right in front of me. We're up in the bleachers here at Lyman High School, and there's a lot of folks right in front of us. So there's the ball out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. That's turnover number 9, Josh. Lander's doing a good job in the backcourt.
Yeah, so far in this contest, all the stats have proven to be blown out of the water as Lyman is averaging 5 fouls a game. They already have 5 fouls in the first quarter and averaging 17 turnovers, and they've almost got double digits here in the first half.
Megan Winfield on the far side in the corner. Back to Winfield for 3. This one's not good. Fight for the rebound goes off of Lander, and it was off of Norris. And so the Lyman Eagles will have it out of bounds. Bryce Hansen inbounds the ball. Paige Rose back to Hansen, back to Rose. There's a long bounce pass into the forecourt to Austin Wells. There's a long three-pointer that bounces just short of the line, knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. That was an NBA 3.
Yeah, that was a long-distance 3 there by Lyman as the Lady Eagles are having a hard time breaking this man-to-man defense the Tigers have set up. On the other end of the court, the Tigers are having no problem with that zone.
3-on-2. There's the shot up by Bell, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lander. We had a 3-on-1 break there and couldn't get it in the basket. So taking it out of bounds is Stauffenberg. Long inbounds pass over to Norris to Winfield, Megan. Winfield has it on the near side.
Ooh.
Stauffenberg for 3. No, just a little bit long. Rebound to Ryan Bell, but it goes out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover for the Tigers.
That was a good touch pass from Winfield, cross key over to Stauffenberg. Put just enough loft on it that went over the outstretched arm of the Lyman defender, which then left Stauffenberg wide open for the 3. Unfortunately, she couldn't connect from long distance.
Paige Rose for the Eagles has it now on the right wing. Passes on top of the key to Dickerson. Underneath the basket to Bradshaw. Turnaround jumper and 1. So Lander gets a foul, and it's going to be on Stauffenberg, and that'll be her first, Demi's first.
They called that on
Oh, they
Friday.
called it on. I thought that was a 10. Kiera Friday got the foul, I beg your pardon. We are absolutely away from the officials. The official score side is on the other side of the court. And there's a nice 3 again by Winfield. That's her 4th 3 of the game. Wow.
And she's got 12 out of the 15 points the Tigers have so far in the contest.
All right, there's another long 3 ball on the other side, knocked away. Tigers have a 2-on-1 break. Down court, underneath Winfield for 2 more.
Great feed by Kiara Friday. Her and Winfield ran that fast break opportunity to a T. Great pass inside as Tigers force another turnover.
All right, and there is another turnover on that side. So the teams trade turnovers. Down court with it is Hansen for Lyman. Lyman across the court to Wells. Wells makes a move in the lane, puts up a shot. It's short, no good. Winfield rebounds for Lander. Winfield brings it down quickly on the left wing. Stops, shoots, and this one's short. Rebound is going to go to Bradshaw. Bradshaw down court, throws the ball away. No, it's tipped out of the bounds by the Tigers. So here's another platoon change for Lyman. They've been exchanging about every 4 minutes, Josh.
That is interesting. I don't think I've seen that in basketball. I mentioned earlier, see it all the time in hockey with the line change, and that's basically what they're doing.
Hallie Brummel has the ball now for the Lyman Eagles, gives it off to Charlesy Rose. Rose on the left wing at the free throw line. Her shot is blocked. Turnover, long outlet pass down to Stauffenberg. It goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Tigers. Well, that Tigers got a lucky break that time as Stauffenberg fell down trying to get the pass, but it bounced off a Lyman player.
Yeah, Winfield was trying to give it over the shoulder lead pass to Stauffenberg, and the defender caught up very well to force that one out of bounds.
Okay, here we go on the far side. Winfield can't shoot her three. Underneath it goes. A foul is going to be called. Tendor draws the foul. And it's 11 to 14 right now. There's the inbounds pass to Hansen. Oh, there's a nice open lane. Oh, knocked to the floor. No whistle. Coming away with it is Blumel. Blumel 1-on-2, and there's the whistle on the other side against the Tigers. And I think that'll be against Stauffenberg. No, it goes against...
Yep, Stauffenberg.
10, Stauffenberg. So that's her first personal foul. 5th team foul for the Tigers. And the free throw on the other side is good by Sage Bradshaw. A couple of Bradshaws in this game. 2-point game now, 14 to 12, Lander.
17 to 12.
17 to 12. I'm sorry, yeah, for that last. And now it's 17 to 13. Okay, Tigers lead by 4. There's Winfield on the far side. Almost lost the dribble to that tenacious defense by Lyman. She dribbles it out, crosses the center, has a bit of a lane. There's Winfield now. Oh, there's another three.
Winfield found a new hot spot. She likes the wing. Now she's hitting from the corner consistently. That's 5 trays for her so far in the contest.
20 to 13. Lander with the lead. Underneath the basket, there's a layup missed, and then we have a jump ball. Layup by Austin Wells was not good, and the tie-up will go on the alternating possession to Lyman.
We've got about 2 minutes left here in the first half. Tigers lead 20 to 13.
There's the inbounds pass to Kendall Dickerson. She's at the low post on top of the key. Now driving over in the corner to Charlesy Rose. Oh, and her shot is beautifully blocked out of bounds. That was a combination of Stauffenberg and Winfield who did that block.
Yeah, and that was a really good job coming in, realizing that their teammate was beat. She bid on the shot fake. They came in as they almost forced a turnover.
And there is a ball was knocked out of bounds by Lyman after Lander got the rebound on the missed shot. So it is Stauffenberg bringing the ball in to Tendor. Tendor in the corner. Hansen back to Tendor. And she is tied up on the play, and there's going to be a travel call. Well, I tell you what, the Lyman girls are really tenacious in their defense, and they double team a Tiger whenever they can, and so far it's paid off. 8 turnovers for Lander. Lander, although, has created 11 for Lyman. Okay, on the far side, final couple of minutes of the first half. Sage Bradshaw gives it off to Caroline Bradshaw. Long shot is up off, not good. Rebound on the ground, and we have it going out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander.
And the refs are definitely letting the girls play. There's some contact on both sides where they deem it to be 50-50 instead of giving one team the benefit of the doubt or the benefit of the call, rather. They're just leaving it be and not blowing many whistles.
Here's Tendor in the middle to Ryan Bell. Ryan on the right-hand wing hands it off. Oh, it was stolen, knocked away, and it'll stay with Lander. That was a hard pass to handle. It was at the last second, and Winfield didn't see it coming. Now here's the platoon again. 5 new players on the floor with, I don't know how much time's left. 2 minutes maybe? Or
yeah,
is that
2:04.
2:04, okay. Whistle. And we have a bench warning against Lyman on the far side. Somebody said something, and the official was right there, and they got a bench warning. So they had better mind their P's and Q's or they'll get a T. Here's a long pass, and it goes to Stauffenberg. She falls down, fires it over to Ryan Bell. Bell on the right wing crosses the key off to Stauffenberg. There's the shot up off, not good. She gets her own rebound. Out to Winfield. Two! Boy, another three. That is her sixth three of the game. 23-13, 10-point lead. Down court for Lyman. There's a shot they had but didn't take. There's one that's going to be short. Rebound fought for. And the pull down underneath the basket. There's Gregory's shot, sticks.
Nice.
Yeah, and that'll go to Lander. Okay, we need someone tall to come in here and knock the ball away.
Jump up there, Cyril. You can do it.
Yeah.
Just grab the ball,
they got another basketball, and they're going to knock it away. Bing. Oh, didn't try that first. There we go. The second one went. So now they throw the ball back over to the Lyman bench. And they're giving the ball to Lyman outside. Here's the inbounds pass. Could have been a travel right there. Another one underneath Hansen. Turnaround jumper. No. Nice. Rebounded by Stauffenberg.
Good defense down low.
Yes, it was, Josh. Outlet pass to Ryan Bell. Ryan in the corner. Oh, there was a handoff that failed. There's the pass. They got it away. Ryan Bell underneath the lane over to Winfield. Turnover for the Tigers, their ninth. And we've got whistle. Oh, a collision there. And it's going to go against Stauffenberg, and that'll be her second.
Looked like the Lyman player was trying to gain control there, and Stauffenberg was trying to catch up to get back to cover her player and just ran into her.
Well, there's a long pass that goes out of bounds underneath the Lander basket, so the Tigers have it.
45
seconds. And there's a foul, blocking foul, knocked Tendor to the ground. And that, I think, is going to go on number 20. Let's see. Yeah, number 20. Bailey Bradshaw. I mentioned we are on the opposite side of the official scoring bench, so the official's back is to us. That's the seventh team foul. And going to the line is Talene Tendor. She's 1 for 2 in the game from the charity stripe. Shot's not good. Rebounded underneath by Stauffenberg, and she's fouled on the rebound. And let's see. Well,
Hansen.
Hansen
5 got fouled.
Oh, Hansen got fouled. I'm sorry, and it was 5. So Whitney's at the free throw line.
Shooting 77% from the charity stripe so far this year. She is the best free throw shooter on this Lady Tigers team.
And she's 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the second shot. It is not good. So she's just 1 for 3, or 1 for 4. And down court, here comes the Lyman Lady Eagles. Shots up and off, not good by Dickerson. Fight for the rebound. Hansen gets it for the Tigers. They got the player all alone down court. No one sees her. There's the pass down underneath. Now they do to Winfield. Or is that, yeah, that's Winfield. Well, she's in double figures already for the Tigers. 25 to 13.
26.
26, I'm sorry.
And Hansen picks up her second foul. That will put the Lyman Lady Eagles in the bonus. Eagles have 18 fouls. Tigers have 7, as it looks like we have about 16 ticks left in the first half.
And at the line is Paige Rose for Lyman. Shot's good. She'll get the second. And it goes 26-14.
According to stats, that's only her 6th free throw attempt of the year.
Next shot. This one, very high arching shot, is good. So it's 26-15 now on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Long pass downfield to Friday, and she's hammered, and no foul. Ball goes to Lyman.
All right.
Well,
like I said, refs are letting them play.
That brought Cyril Stauffenberg off as Friday was hammered underneath the bench. Here's a long shot for three that's up off, not good. Rebound is going to go to Paige Rose. There's another long NBA three, and it is half. Cyril is hot. He is over talking to that official, and he did not like that call 1 minute as Friday got knocked to the ground. No whistle, and they gave the ball to Lyman. Well, that's the way it goes sometime. Our halftime score, Lander Valley 26 and the Lyman Lady Eagles 15.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Well, the Lyman Eagles had one field goal in that second period of play. They scored 9 points. Lyman tonight, Josh, from the line, 7 of 7. And the Lander Tigers are only 2 of 7. Lander's committed 17 fouls, as has the Lyman Eagles. Turnovers, Lyman has 12 and Lander has 9. Score at the end of the first period was 10-6 Lander. And Lander outscored the Lady Eagles 16-9 in that second period and lead it 26-15 here at halftime. And looking at the scoring, Caroline Bradshaw for Lyman has 3 points on a field goal and 1 free throw. Everyone else has 2 points. Paige Rose has 2 free throws. Hallie Blomel has 2 free throws. Austin Wells has a basket. I think I mentioned that. And 2 free throws for Sage Bradshaw. So that's the total of 15 here at halftime. For the Lander Tigers, hold on to your hats, Tiger fans. Megan Winfield, 22 points at halftime. She has 6 trays and 2 field goals. Also scoring for Lander, Ryan Bell has 2. Talene Tendor, 1 for 3 from the line for 1. And Whitney Hansen, 1 for 3 from the line for 1 point. This has been the Megan Winfield show. She is really hot tonight.
Yeah, she so far it is her second best scoring performance already at halftime. Her best score, she actually leads all Tigers with the highest scoring in a single game at 25 points, and that was back on the 18th in that first tournament, the Douglas tournament against Wheatland. She had 25 points, and she just about matched the scoring output against Worland that Demi Stauffenberg had on the 28th of January with 23 points. But 6 threes. I think she's shooting right at 50%, if not better, from beyond the arc, and she alone is outscoring the entire Lyman team and has 22 out of the 26 Tiger points here at halftime.
Well, we'll see what adjustments Lyman coach Jason Hansen makes at halftime, as his team has been out-rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers have been great on the offensive boards tonight.
Yeah, and it's one of those that sometimes it's just one player that stays down there in the low block, but no, this time the Tigers as a team and as a unit are staying down in the low block instead of leaking out trying to get those fast break opportunities. They're doing a lot better with their half-court sets. They're doing a good job of breaking the zone, the Lyman Eagles. And then on the other side of the ball, they're doing really good defensively. They're playing man-to-man defense against this team that averages 58 points a game, and so far they've held them to 15 in the first half. Overall for Tigers, it's a win-win-win. You've got great scoring, you've got excellent defense, and forced a lot of turnovers. The one thing that they can improve on is shoot a little bit better from the line, take advantage of those foul opportunities, because as we mentioned, Lyman does not foul a lot. They did have a lot of fouls there in the first half, but looking at the rest of the season, it's not often that they get into foul trouble.
Well, there's a lot of blue in this gymnasium here in Lyman. The Lyman Eagles colors, blue and white. So we have blue bleachers and blue banners and blue air conditioning ducts and a big blue curtain that comes down that, as we mentioned before, blocks the score and the time on both of their scoreboards. So we're going to try to keep the score at least by hand. Well, we'll be back with more after we take this break. You're listening to Lander Tiger, Lady Tiger basketball from Lyman.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Ernie Over and Josh Henninger back at Lyman High School, home of the Eagles, where the Lander Lady Tigers have a 26-15 lead, 11 points, a nice margin, and we have been remarking over Megan Winfield, the junior on the Tiger team, has 22 points at halftime. That is just an excellent performance by Winfield.
22 points and 6 made threes, and it looks like Coach Stauffenberg is still having a discussion with that ref that he was very adamant and vocal about with that no call when Friday was hammered to the floor there before the end of the first half.
Okay, Tigers get the ball to start the second half. Here's Tendor, almost lost a handle on it. Now she does, and it's on the floor, and it goes to Lyman. A turnover by Lander. That's their 10th. So Lyman gets it right away. Their same 5 starters of the game are on the floor right now. Here's Sage Bradshaw on top, moving to the right-hand wing. Cross court it goes to Charles Rose. Rose at the baseline, shots blocked, and it's on the floor. Tigers come away with it. Whistle. We have a held ball, and it'll go to Lyman.
Yeah, it's a great block by Megan Winfield. Got her hand up in the shooting motion, kept it clean with all ball. Unfortunately, Ryan Bell couldn't come down with the rebound.
Bryce Hansen's shot is up and not good, and we have another held ball, and it'll go to Lander this time. Winfield was in there with Blumel, and Lander wins it. So we're looking at full court pressure now by, there was a little shove that went unnoticed. There's Tendor. She got herself in a trap there at half court. Gives it off to Stauffenberg. Now to Hansen onside the arc to the free throw line. She doesn't shoot. Over on the far side to Ryan Bell. Bell in the corner now and moving into the basket. She's got a little bit of a lane. Lost the handle on the basketball, and it'll be Lander's ball on the alternating possession.
Lyman's.
Oh, Lyman's ball.
Lander got it on the last one.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we had, it's Lyman.
3 tie-ups in the first 45 seconds of game time here in the second half.
The possession arrow does show Lyman. Now the officials are still discussing it. And, everything is copacetic. And Lyman has the ball in the backcourt. Lander leading 26-15. Still no scores here in the second half of play. Down court, we have Charles C. Rose on top. There's a long 3 up off, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and into the forecourt quickly comes Tendor. Bounce over to Bell. Bell in the corner. There's Stauffenberg with it. Is that Hansen?
That's Hansen.
That's Hansen, yeah. Can't read the numbers. Here we go. Better get some new glasses, Josh?
Maybe.
Okay, those black numbers on green uniforms don't stand out that well, but that's no excuse. There's a shot up off, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Outlet pass to Hansen. Underneath the Tendor, picked up by Hansen. Hansen across court to Ryan Bell at the free throw line. Back in the corner, Tendor doesn't shoot. Tendor now changes direction. She has a double trap there, knocked out of bounds, staying with Lander. And Layla Norris is coming into the game.
Yeah, she's going to replace Tendor there as she takes a breather.
Here's a long one by Hansen. That's good. Or is that, that's Hansen who gets it. 3, her first 3. And it goes 29-15, 14-point lead. Down court, there's a turnover. Intercepting the pass, the Lander Tigers. Long pass down court is too strong. It squirts out of bounds. And Lyman will have it again. Taking it out of bounds, Sage Bradshaw. She'll inbounds it to Charlsie Rose, Charlsie, Charlsie Rose. On the far side now to Bradshaw. Bradshaw on top of the circle, passes over in the corner to Rose. Her three-pointer is good. Charlsie Rose gets it, and it goes 29-18 on our WildToday.com scoreboard. Down court, Ryan Bell all the way to the free throw line to Hansen. Hansen's three is good. Another one for Whitney Hansen, her second in a row.
The Lyman Eagles, I think they're worried about Winfield shooting all the threes, so they're double teaming her on the arc. And Hansen is just taking her time. She's wide open. Nobody around her. Sets her feet, squares her shoulders, puts it in. She's got 6 points in a row now for the Tigers.
And the personal foul goes against Hansen, and that is her third. And at the free throw line is Sage Bradshaw, who's 2 for 2 from the line. And now 2 for 3 as that one doesn't go in. Hansen coming out of the lineup now for Lander. Tendor coming back in for the Lady Tigers.
Got 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Okay, here's Bradshaw's second free throw, and this one's good. So she gets 1 of 2, and it's 32-19 Lander on our WildToday.com scoreboard. Here comes the Tigers down the court. Stauffenberg gives it off to Ryan Bell. Underneath it goes, shots up, and a foul is going to be called on Lyman's Bryce Hansen. And that's her second personal foul. And is that Norris at the line?
Norris is at the line,
yeah.
Yep.
Norris is at the line. Her first attempt to score today goes off to the left side of the rim and doesn't go in.
And she is shooting 44% from the line so far this year.
And the second one bounces off, so she's 0 for 2. And the Tigers give way to Sage Bradshaw all the way down the court. In the corner now to Caroline Bradshaw. There's a three-pointer up, not good. Rebounded by Norris off the Bell. Bell will bring it down for the Tigers. Makes it into the forecourt. Bell dribbling across the key now. Goes all the way in the corner underneath, and half-hearted pass is going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay. No, they're going to give it to Lyman. Stay off of Lander. Well, they're not platooning now. Here we just get 2 substitutes. Paige Rose comes in, and Bo Gregory comes in for the Lyman Eagles. The platoon system wasn't working out that well as they find themselves down. Down court now, Bryce Hansen on top of the arc. Left-hand wing gives it off. Bradshaw in the middle of the lane. Almost had a travel there. Shots up, off, not good. And it'll go to Lander on the attempt to try to save it that time by Lyman. And that was Hansen trying to save the ball. Full court pressure by Lyman, and we have a blocking foul going to be called against Paige Rose.
It's probably the first quote-unquote ticky-tack call I've seen, but then again, there's been a lot of hard contact that has not been called as well. I've seen 3 of them that have easily been called in all the other games so far in the this season.
Kendall Dickerson comes in. There's Winfield from the corner. Oh, it's short a little bit. Ball's on the ground, and Lyman comes away with it. That's Sage Bradshaw. She stops, throws over in the corner underneath. Oh, we had a travel. 14th turnover, and the ball will go back to Lander, leading 32-19. I think we've got 3 minutes something left. Yeah. There's the inbounds pass stolen away, and a foul on Lander underneath. And that's going to be on 11, Ryan Bell.
No, they gave it to Tendor.
Oh, they gave it to Tendor? Well, yep. I can't see the officials' hand signals from here. I thought he had 2 of them up in the air, and I was wrong. Free throw is up and good by Sage Bradshaw. She's now 3 of 5. Next shot goes up, and that one's good. So she gets them both. And it's 32-21, 11-point lead by the Lander Lady Tigers. Charles C. Rose coming back in the game. There's a long outlet pass down to Ryan Bell. All alone, lays it up and in for the Tigers. Nice drive by Ryan Bell for her 4th point of the game.
And great vision by Stauffenberg on the inbound pass. Saw that she's leaking far side. Great outlet pass right where it needed to be. Easy, too, for Ryan Bell.
Bo Gregory with the basketball, off now to Rose. Rose, far side to Wells. Wells throws up a prayer. No, out of bounds, and it'll go to Lyman. Tigers had their hand on that one last time, trying to save it from out of bounds. 34-21, Lander with the lead over the Lady Lyman Eagles. Inside, there's the pass to Dickerson, and we have a held ball, and it'll go to Lander. Dickerson is the largest player out there in terms of height for Lyman, and she got tied up by the smaller Tigers. Oh, there's a great move by Tendor. She split the difference on the side now. Winfield lost the handle on it, so couldn't shoot. Passes it on top to Ryan Bell. On the far side, outside, Bell brings it into the paint to Stauffenberg. Her shot off the glass is good. Nice shot by Demi for her first points tonight.
Yeah, Demi Stauffenberg, great job seeing the opening there right on the free throw line. Stop and pop, puts it off the glass and in for 2.
Well, they certainly are letting them play, as Lyman will get the ball on that held ball, as we had 3 players down on the floor. Well, here comes the platoon again for Lyman. Lander leading 36-21 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard.
Got about 2.5 minutes left
in the 3rd period. Here comes Bryce Hansen now. I've got to reacquaint all the numbers. Over on the far side is Sarah Bradshaw. In the middle to Briley Bradshaw. Her shot's wild, not good. Lyman gets the carom on the right-hand wing. Bringing it around is Blumel. Underneath the basket, right into the hands of Stauffenberg. Down to Winfield. She does a 360. In the corner, it goes to Tendor. Tendor in the lane. Underneath, there's a shot up and in. Nice shot by Norse. And we have a timeout call. Lander 38, Lyman 21.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the Wyo Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the Wyo Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the Wyo Today app now.
Back again at Lyman High School, the Lady Tigers with a 38-21 lead over Lyman. And if this lead holds, that would be considered an upset, I would think.
Oh, definitely. I mean, so far, the outside shooting for the Tigers has been lights out, and they are doing a really good job defensively as well, keeping this team that averages almost 60 points a game to under 30, as we are now about 3/4 of the way through this contest.
Lyman brings the ball down court with Caroline Bradshaw. Underneath the basket all alone, she mishandled it. Was Briley Bradshaw falling out of bounds and getting the shot away. No, it bounces around. Lander with the rebound. Ryan Bell. Ryan all the way down court. Megan Winfield from 10 feet. Oh, she missed the shot. Rebounded by the Tigers and people on the ground, and they're going to call a held ball.
And it looks like it'll stay with Landers. That's probably about the 10th or 12th jump ball contest so far.
And that was a really good handling on the ball because they both crashed out of bounds. Oh, there's a turnover by the Tigers, their 12th of the game on the inbounds pass. So Lyman has a chance to sneak back in it. 38-21, Tigers with the 17-point lead on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Here's Bryce Hansen on the far side, trying to get it away as she does to Caroline Bradshaw. Double teamed underneath the basket. Ball's knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Nice defense by Winfield there, who knocked the ball. Also, Norris was in the middle and got a handle on that ball. So they take it out in the far corner, or in the near corner, I should say. Hallie Blumel Gets it into Bradshaw. Bradshaw in the lane has the ball knocked away from her. Great move by Tendor as she just stripped the ball. Tendor has it now, bringing it into the forecourt. She goes in the corner. There's a shot by Stauffenberg. Oh, in and out for three. And down court, double teamed. Lyman gets away, gets the ball away, and steps out of bounds.
Ooh.
17th turnover by Lyman. Wow.
Winfield thought for sure that she's going to get called for maybe a trip or a pushing foul, but looked like it was just coincidental that their feet tied up, and Tigers will have it all after the turnover.
There's Stauffenberg to Tendor on top. She's double teamed. She dribbles her way out of it, gives it to Ryan Bell. Bell on top of the arc goes to the right-hand circle or right-hand wing. Underneath the basket, all alone. There's the shot up and a foul. Nice play that time by Norse, and she draws the foul. And I think it's on number 12. Yeah, it is. That's Bryce Hansen's third personal foul. And like Norse will go to the line for Lander. She has 2 points in the game, and she hasn't made a free throw in 2 attempts yet. Make it 3.
And there's either 27 or 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we mentioned that the big blue curtain here is, we're at the top of the gym, and it covers the scoreboard, so we can see the fouls, though.
Doing our best.
That's right. There's the next shot. Oh, in and out. Not good. Rebound goes to Lyman's Hansen. Hansen quickly down the court. Gives it off to Bradshaw. Her shot's not good. Fight for the rebound, and we have a held ball, and that should go to Lyman. Tigers have been really ferocious on the boards tonight.
They've been really ferocious on the boards. They've had a really stingy, tight man-to-man defense. The Lyman isn't quite sure what to do as there's a triple team underneath. Oh, good job by Stauffenberg coming off on the weak side, help getting the block.
Now underneath, there's a steal by the Tigers. Outlet pass to Winfield. Lays it up and in for 2 more. Megan Winfield's first points of the second half. And it's 40-21, 19-point lead. Turnover on the other side. Tigers get the ball. And they're walking down as the period ends. And at the end of the third period of play, Lander 40 and Lyman has 21.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Well, Lyman only scored 6 points in that quarter, Josh. Lander outscored them 14-6, and they lead 40-21 going into the final 8 minutes of play in what would be a huge upset. The Lyman Lady Eagles 14-3 on the season, 3-1 in their conference. Here's Tendor off to Norris. Norris to Ryan Bell, back to Norris. Norris drives to the right side, hands it off over there. There's a long shot by Tendor for 3. No, not good. Fight for the rebound. Will go to Lyman, out of bounds. Last touched by Stauffenberg. So the Tigers in an interesting position here. They want to hold on and keep Lyman off kilter. Okay, here's Paige Reese. Paige Rose. Rose hands it off to Hansen on top of the key. Underneath on the give and go. Underneath it goes to Bradshaw. Her shot's up and good.
Good move. Good pass from Hansen to Bradshaw, and then Bradshaw inside found the gap between Tiger defenders, up and in for 2.
Turnaround jumper by Norris is not good. Rebound goes to Lyman, and the Lady Eagles quickly down the court, bringing it all the way in. Laying it up off the glass, not good is Hansen. Rebounded by the Tigers. Long outlet pass to Megan Winfield. Lays it up and in. Megan Winfield, 26 points in the game, and it goes 42-23. And there's a three-pointer, up off, not good by Hansen. And we have another jump ball, another held ball, and it'll go to Lyman.
And that last basket by Megan Winfield is the season high for her, as well as a season high for the Tigers for individual scoring with 26 points.
Into the game is Caroline Bradshaw. There's the inbounds pass to Sarah Bradshaw, not good. Ball is on the floor. Charlesy Rose comes up with it in the corner on the near side. Sarah Bradshaw looked like she wanted to shoot. Blocked out. There's a shot up by Wells. That's not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Outlet pass comes down to Darian Bell, who just came into the game, and there's a turnover. Bad pass that time. So Tigers have a couple new players in there. Underneath the basket, there's a shot up off, not good by Blumel. And the Tigers, Darian Bell comes away with the basketball. And it's knocked out of bounds by Lyman, and Lander will have it in front of the Tiger bench.
So it looks like on the floor for the Tigers right now, you have Tendor, Darian Bell, Stauffenberg, Norse, and Whitney Hansen.
Okay, and the inbounds pass to Tendor. Tendor drives it down along the far side. On the near side now to Darian Bell. She can't shoot. In the middle it goes to Hansen. At the baseline, Hansen back on the near side to Darian Bell. Darian drives it around, hands it off now. There's a long, nice shot. Oh, up, in and off, not good. Rebounded by Norris, and she's fouled. And the personal foul, I think, is on 11. Yeah, it is. Austin Wells, and that's her first. And Norris will go to the free throw line for Lander. She's 0 for 4 from the line, Josh. Needs some better luck here. And doesn't get it. She'll get another one. You know, you win basketball games at the free throw line. And the official just spotted something on the floor. He picks it up and puts it in his pocket. Norris back at the line again. She needs one to break that streak and get going here. Next shot. Too strong on all of them. She's 0 for 5. 0 for 6 in the game. Okay, down court. Fast break. Underneath the basket. Open is Bradshaw. She can't shoot. Now she gets it back shy. It's too short. Rebounded by Norris. Norris has the ball knocked away from her, and it's on the floor, and we're going to have a foul against Lander.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a reach-in foul. They'll call a push. Reach in, push. One of the two is going to be the case for Tendor. That's her third. Right now, Lyman Eagles have 4 fouls. Tigers have 3. Tigers lead 42-23 with 5.5 minutes left in the contest.
Okay, we're doing our best to see the scoring underneath. There's a shot up off, not good. Lander rebounds. It's Winfield. Ball's knocked away from Winfield. She gets it back off to Darian Bell. Nice handwork there by Winfield. Off to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell on top of the circle. Reverses direction. Goes to the right-hand wing. In the corner underneath. Oh, the pass is intercepted. It would have been 2 for Lander. But the pass is intercepted. Now down court. Here we go. Bo Gregory with the ball. Long pass down court to Wells. Wells underneath the basket. In the lane. Shots up. Well, not good by Bradshaw. And a foul is going to be called. I tell you what. Lyman can't hit the broadside of a barn tonight.
No, they're having a hard time. I believe they've only made 1 3 in the contest, and all those shots that are inside, the Tigers, initially the person inside in the lane is open, but they're doing a really good job in the closeout defense and making those shot attempts really hard for them, as that was foul on Bell, her first. 4 team fouls apiece. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter. Tigers lead 42-23.
Lyman only has 5 field goals in the game tonight, and that two misses there underneath the travel.
There you
go.
Yep.
I even saw that one.
So those glasses do work.
The glasses do work. Okay, full court pressure by the Tigers. There's the inbounds pass. Comes down to Winfield. Winfield stops just short of the lane. Hands it off to Hansen. Hansen now has the ball knocked away. She picks it up over to Ryan Bell. Ryan across the key. Now she reverses direction. Back to Hansen. Underneath it goes to Stauffenberg. Oh. She's fouled. Oh, what a nice pass by Hansen.
That was good job by Stauffenberg. She saw that defenders from Lyman were leaking away from the baseline. And just like a wide receiver would do in football, put your hand up so the quarterback knows where you're at. She put her hand up as she made that drive along the backside into the lane. Hansen saw it, gave it to her on a nice speed, but it was a good recovery by Lyman to try to block the shot. Stauffenberg does get the contact. She'll go to the line as she misses the first one.
And she gets the second one, so she gets one of two, and it's 43-23, a 20-point lead by the Lander Tigers. We're in the fourth quarter. We'll have someone sneak down there to see if we can see how much time is left.
4:15.
4:15 to go. We're halfway through. Here's Paige Rose. Paige all the way. The dribble drive for two. She now has four, and it's 43-25, the Lady Tigers. Ryan Bell down court, protecting the basketball. Reverses direction to the right wing. Off to Winfield. No, not this time. Rebounded by Paige Rose. Rose down court, all alone under the basket. Blumel, shots missed. Rebounded by the Tigers. Darian Bell, she's hammered, and they're going to call a timeout. Well, they certainly are letting them play here. Timeout on the floor. Lander leading 43-25.
New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Well, interesting, Josh. One of the officials has been playing the whole game, and suddenly she puts on a mask. I believe that's a female official.
Looks like it.
Yeah. And now she's having a big discussion with Jason Hansen over there. They've already had one bench warning tonight.
I think both of them have.
And here we go. Tendor bringing it down for the Tigers quickly into the forecourt. On top of the arc now, just dribbling the basketball. Lander can run some clock here. They've got an 18-point lead. Tendor hands it off to Hansen. Hansen near side to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back to Hansen. Kind of a mini weave going on right now. Hansen in the corner to Winfield. Winfield drives the lane, then comes right back out, fires it to Tendor. Tendor on top of the key. They're going to make Lyman foul him. There's Ryan Bell, and she loses the ball. It's on the ground. We'll have another held ball. No, it gets away. With it is Bradshaw, and it knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lyman.
Great hustle there by Demi Stauffenberg, seeing the Lyman player leak out, turned on the Jets, came from behind and poked the ball out of bounds. That'll stop the fast break, make Lyman reset, and do an inbound play.
There's the inbounds from Bradshaw to Rose. Rose underneath. Shot is up by Hansen. No, not good. Tigers have been monsters on the boards tonight. They swept another one there. Down court, Ryan Bell has it for Lander with the time just clicking away. Lander leading 43-25. Winfield for three. This one's short. Rebounded by Paige Rose. Long pass down court to Blumel, and it's stolen away. Nice effort by Ryan Bell. Down court to Hansen. In the corner, Tendor all alone. Winfield for two. Another two for Winfield. 26 points in the game.
Nobody from Lyman was checking the backside of the key. Winfield walked in, Bell saw her, nobody around her, up and in for 2.
Well, there's a give and go for Lyman. They now have 27, 45-27, an 18-point lead, and it looks like 2 minutes and something left. Okay, Lyman takes a timeout, and we'll take one too.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that it would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
2 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in this game. Lander is up by 18, 45-27 in a big upset. Lyman came into this game 14-3, and the Tigers 10-3. And Lyman just not playing well tonight.
No, they have. I mean, the Tigers have been really stingy on defense. They've been even more aggressive on the boards. Definitely out-rebounding overall the Lyman Eagles, and most importantly on the offensive rebounds, a lot of second and third chance points. Megan Winfield, definitely the story of this game. 6 made three-pointers. She had 22 points at half, close to 30 points now. Tigers have been shooting really well from beyond the arc, and Lyman, just like you said, can't hit the broadside of a barn.
There's another double-team trap that the Tigers escape from. Ryan Bell brings it down court for the green and white. She's got a lane,
screen.
lays it up and in.
Nice.
Ryan Bell for 2, 47-20. You know, the seas just parted right there.
Oh, that screen was set up perfectly on the near side wing. Nobody along the baseline to roll with her. She puts it up and in for 2. Stauffenberg gets a steal.
And on the far side, it's Ryan Bell on top to Tendor. Tendor just holding the ball now. We're under 2 minutes to go in the game. Tigers with a big upset here on Lyman's home court. Here's Stauffenberg. Oh, and we have a blocking. No, that was Whitney Hansen.
Yep.
And we have a foul on Charles Rose. That'll be her first.
And that is the 6th team foul for Lyman. So the next foul will put the Tigers in the bonus.
And we have substitutions. Cyril is cleaning his bench here. Cyril Stauffenberg. Lander fans getting a nice hand for the Tigers coming out of the game. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes to Norse, to Darian Bell. Now to Tendor. Tendor backs her way down on the right-hand wing. Falls, and we have a whistle, double dribble. So that'll be the 15th turnover against Lander. Lyman tonight, 21 turnovers. They only averaged 17. So here we go. Lyman with the ball. Underneath, there's a shot up and in by Charles C. Rose. That's her 5th point of the game, 42-29. And it's under a minute to go now in
Rose
the game.
just picked up her 2nd foul. That's the 7th-team foul to put the Tigers in the 1-1 bonus. And that will send Talene Tendor to the line. And she is shooting 53% from the line, hitting 25 out of 47 attempts.
She's 1 for 3 tonight. That one rims out, not good on the 1 and bonus. And now coming into the lineup for Lyman is Riley Madsen. First time we've seen her. And Lyman has the ball now. Charles C. Rose brings the ball down court for the blue and white. Tries to drive the baseline, falls down on the ground, and we have a tie, another one. What's that, our 64th tie, I think?
Maybe 75th.
Yeah,
there's been a bunch.
Turnover, Lyman, Lander gets the ball. I think we're under 20 seconds, I'm not sure.
45.
45, okay. We're almost had another tie up there. Hansen down court, underneath the bell, turn around, Norse for 2. 49-29, 20-point lead. Ball's on the ground, picked up. There's an attempt. No, she drives the baseline. There's a shot up off the glass. and good by Caroline Bradshaw, 49-31. Whistle. And what?
Foul?
I don't know. I don't see any.
Travel?
Well, it must have been a turnover.
Travel. Yeah, looks like it.
Must have been a turnover. Lyman has it underneath the basket. There's the inbound shot by Wells. Is not good. Out of bounds. And it'll stay with Lyman. What do we got, 12 seconds? I can't see.
12 and a half.
12.5 seconds to go. Inbounds pass. Lander with a huge upset tonight. Aston Wells underneath the basket. Whoa, we have another held ball. That was a helicopter move by Bo Gregory.
Yeah, Tendor was trying to pull the ball out of her hands as Gregory was pulling the opposite direction. As soon as the ball left her hands, the motion spun around like a top.
Okay, now Lander has the basketball. 1.3 seconds, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe 4.3 seconds. Oh, and there's a steal and an easy layup by Bradshaw. You got to be a little more crisp with your inbounds passes. And there is the final score. The game is over. Lander 49 and the Lyman Lady Eagles 33. Lander was outscored in that final period by 12-9, but Lander gets the win. They're now 11-3 on the year, and we're going to total up the totals right now because we got the boys' game coming up right away. 1 point of the game by Talene Tendor. We have 2 points in the game by Darian Bell. We have 3 points by Demi Staffenberg. We have 4 points by Ryan Bell. We have Layla Norris has 4 points, 7 points by Whitney Hansen. And we have 26 points by Megan Winfield. What a game by Megan Winfield. Okay, on the other side of the ledger, Paige Rose ends the game with 4 points for Lyman. Hallie Blomel has 4 points, 2 points for Bo Gregory. See, 7 points for Caroline Bradshaw, 2 points for Austin Wells. We have 5 points in the game for Charles C. Rose. We have 6 points in the game for Sage Bradshaw. No one ended the game in double figures for the Lyman Lady Eagles. And our player of the game?
Oh, easily. That goes to Megan Winfield.
Yeah.
She had more than half of the Tiger points. All by herself, including 22 out of 26 points in the first half. 6 threes, a couple of field goals mixed in there as well. She just overall did a really good job, as well as on the boards. I know she had a couple offensive rebounds and cleaned up the glass on the defensive side as well. Great stingy defense by the Tigers. Kept Lyman from shooting really well and kept them well under that scoring average. Forced them to cause a lot of fouls and force a lot of turnovers. Overall, Lady Tigers were dominant in this game from start to finish.
Lander moves to 11-3 on the season, and the Lyman Lady Eagles dropped to 14-4. This was a non-conference game. Lyman was averaging 58 points a game, and today they only came in with 33. Great defense for the Tigers, who averaged 52 points a game, and they almost made it there, 49 points tonight. Yep. We're going to take a break and then be back. This was the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We have to acknowledge Wydot for the Click It and Ticket postgame show, and we'll be back with the boys' game right after this.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome to the Bailey's Enterprises pregame show. Go with Bailey for all your tire and automotive needs on South Federal Boulevard in Riverton. And remember, the Pit Stop Travel Centers in Lander, Riverton, Powell, and coming soon to Worland. Well, the Lander Valley Tigers come into this game 4-9 on the season, 2-1 in the Northwest Quadrant. And the Lyman Eagles have a 9-7 record overall. They are 4-0 in the Southwest Quadrant. Of course, they beat their arch rival Mountain View in the last game here in December. And Lyman has a lot of weapons. McCoy Smith averages 16 points a game. We have Braden Bradshaw with 11 points a game average. Aston Housekeeper with 10 points a game average. Roe Meekum with 10 points a game average. Alex Bradshaw with 8 points a game average. They are loaded with firepower. On the other side of the ledger, the Tigers have one player in double figures for the season, and that's Tisso Gwynna, who averages 11 points in the season. Brennan Stauffenberg and Abe Lopez each average about 7 points a game. Jace LeClaire and Tanner Bird put up about 5 points a game. So the Tiger scoring is more even, but the Lyman Eagles, boy, they are spread out on top. We're looking for a really interesting basketball game with them tonight. They have a lot of weapons, Josh.
They have a lot of weapons, and so far, you look at the record, you would think that it would be a lot closer than the stats would say. Lyman overall with the 8-7 record, 3-0 in their quadrant. Tigers 4-8 overall, 2-1 in the quadrant. This is a cross-quadrant game, so it does not count in that conference record, but it is definitely one of those that you'll want to see the Tigers do well, because they will see some of these teams in regionals, because both Northwest and Southwest will meet in Powell for regionals, and that way if you can get a good measure on your competition so far and going into the remainder of the conference schedule and the remainder of the regular season, as we are in the last few weeks of the regular season before that regional tournament, that first weekend of March. See how the Tigers can do, if they can get their shooting woes out of the way and get some more consistent shots, especially along the perimeter, because these Tigers do like to shoot a lot of threes, and overall just get the ball going the right direction, see if they can improve, and also try and keep that number 2 seed in the 3A Northwest.
Absolutely. And, we have some other games going on right now, but I haven't gotten any scores from them. We have on the Wind River Radio Network, we have Riverton is playing Jackson in a conference game at Riverton. We have Thermopolis hosting Warland in a very interesting cross-county or intra-county matchup there between the Warriors and the Thermopolis Bobcats. And then Wyoming Union High School is entertaining Grable tonight. So we hope to get some scores from that. We're the first game. We got started off a lot earlier than the others. So when we get a score in, we will let you know. So we're getting ready for the announcing of the starting lineups. The teams are introducing each other, and we'll see where that goes.
It looks like Thermopolis girls are up 5-0, 2 minutes into the first quarter. And see if I can get Riverton and Jackson. That one has not tipped off yet.
Okay, so we'll have a interesting contest here. The Lyman Eagles against the Lander Valley Tigers. And we didn't have a chance to connect with Coach Kevin Luck for Lyman before the game to see who his starting lineups are, and the whole team is huddled around the starters down there on the bench, so I don't see their numbers, although we can kind of guess who the starters might be by how many points each of them pulls up. It looks like Braden Bradshaw is going to be one of the starters, and that's the number I can see there. And 21, Ashton Housekeeper. And number 2, McCoy Smith. He averages 16 points a game. And the Lander Tigers will go with their usual starting lineup, and that is Kellen Donahue, Jace LeClaire, Tanner Bird, Tisso Gwynna, and Brennan Stauffenberg. So Jace comes out now, and on the other side, I'm still trying to see if I can spot some numbers over there. We have a 4, Carter Bradshaw. Is that a 4? Well, we'll just have to wait for them to be announced to come out.
I can see 21.
Yep, got that one.
15 and 24.
Got that one, and Roe Meekum. Okay, so I've got
2.
that. And 2?
2.
Yeah, 2. That's 4 of the 5. And, okay, here we come with the public address announcer. Going to talk to us about the Lyman Eagles starting lineup. And the crowd rises to its feet here in the Eagles gym. There's McCoy Smith, averaging 16 points a game. Alex Bradshaw is the other one. He's a 6'2 senior. They have a lot of height, don't they, Josh?
Yeah, definitely. The shortest player for Lyman is definitely their first starter, number 2. But the rest of them are about the same height, if not taller, than Stauffenberg.
Yeah, we got Braden Bradshaw comes out, Ashton Housekeeper, and now Roe Meekum. I was waiting for them to pronounce that last name. I wasn't sure if it was Meckham or Meekum. Okay, so we are ready to go in this boys game. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers won their game here in Lyman, and that was a good thing for them. And let's see, we have the same officials for the boys game. And going into the center jump is Braden Bradshaw and Stauffenberg, and the Tigers get it from the tip from Stauffenberg. It goes to Donahue. Now LeClaire has it at the free throw line. Tisso Guino had a shot there, didn't take it. Donahue around to LeClaire. Tanner Bird wanted a shot, but he couldn't get that. It wasn't open, so he fires it out to Tisso Guino. Guina, far side Donahue in the lane, back to Bird. Bird to LeClaire. LeClaire drives, spins, shoots, and travels. So no basket.
He had the right move there. He had the turnaround in the low block, kept it down because everybody from Lyman on the interior defense jumped on the shot fake. But fortunately, his pivot foot slid before he could make the shot attempt.
There's a travel by Meekum on the other side, so the Tigers will get the ball right back. Just started the first quarter play here. No score between Lander Valley and Lyman. Here's Guina for the Tigers. Down across the Eagle on the center of the floor to Stauffenberg, over to Bird, to Tisso Guina for 3. Shots not good, just a little bit too long. Rebound comes down to Housekeeper. Housekeeper all the way down, coast to coast, misses the shot, rebounded by Tanner Bird underneath the Donahue. Donahue doesn't drive the baseline, gives it to Guina, who does. He goes across the lane to Stauffenberg. In the paint, shots up, good. Lander leads 2-0.
And that's where Stauffenberg needs to keep his shot attempts. He's been throwing up a bunch of threes this year, hasn't been able to dial it from long distance, but when he goes from the free throw line on down in the lane, he's almost automatic.
There is a layup by Meekum as Stauffenberg went out to get the ball and went right around. Whistle, blocking foul on Lyman underneath the basket on Ashton Housekeeper, his first.
Looked like he had the positioning there, and he did not move or lean either direction. Tigers will take advantage of the beneficial call.
Yeah, Kevin Luck came off the bench on that one for Lyman, but quickly went and sat right back down. Underneath, Stauffenberg has his pocket pick. Turnover, Lander all the way down the court. Bradshaw, shot, no, and he draws the foul. And it'll be, I believe, on Jace LeClaire, who picks up his first foul. And going to the free throw line is Braden Bradshaw for Lyman. Score is tied at 2. And now it's untied. 3 for Lyman, 2 for Lander. And one more free throw coming up for Bradshaw. I think he's the tallest of the team out there, and he hits both of the free throws.
Definitely between him and Meekum.
All right, here's Guina. Guina avoids the double team in the corner to Bird. And Bird and Donahue went for it at the same time and knocked it away from each other. Lyman comes up with it. Lander's third turnover. Here on top of the key, McCoy Smith drives the lane off underneath to Meekum. Shots not good. Ball's on the floor. Tigers come up with it, and they're letting them play in this game too, Josh.
Yeah, a lot of contact, not calling a lot of ticky-tack stuff.
Here's Gwynna, far side outside, midway between the two lines, drives the baseline, off the glass, it in for Tissot. 2 points for Tissot, and we're tied at 4.
And that's going to be good for Tissot. He's definitely one of those people that as soon as he sees the ball go in, he will definitely get hot in a hurry.
Down court, now the Lyman Eagles come down with Smith. Handoff goes to Bradshaw, Alex Bradshaw. Underneath, shots not good. Ball's on the ground. Tanner Bird with the rebound. Off to Tissot. Gwynna down court. LeClaire has it. LeClaire brings it back on top to Stauffenberg. Brennan back over in the far side to Kellen Donahue. Kellen almost got the ball picked. He had dribbling the ball way out in front of himself and almost lost it. And now Jace LeClaire does lose it. 4th turnover all the way down court. McCoy Smith for 2. And it goes 6-4, and we'll have an and 1. And the personal foul is going to be on...
should be Tissot.
Tissot.
They put it as 1, but there's no number 1 on the floor for Lander, so it'll be 11.
Yeah. Okay, and at the line is McCoy Smith. He's the one of the shorter guys out there for Lyman. Shot's not good. Meekum rebounds and scores.
Meekum definitely using the size advantage that he has with the good solid frame. He definitely be fit at a power forward position. Big strong kid, gets the rebound, puts up the putback.
And Tanner Bird scores on the other end for the Tigers, and we have a foul. And I'm not sure who it is. I can't see. Is it 14? We don't have a 14. 15. Washburn. Okay, and at the line is McCoy Smith. He missed his first one, but not this one. It's his first free throw. He has 3, and it goes 9-4.
9-6.
Oh, 9-6, I'm sorry. Yeah, because Tanner Bird got that one. The second shot's not good. Rebounded by Bradshaw. On top of the key to Housekeeper for 3. No. Tanner Bird gets the rebound. That's, I think, his 3rd rebound already in the game. Gwynna over on the far side, Stauffenberg. Underneath, Washburn. Back to Stauffenberg. On the key to Bird. Bird moves left, passes right. Kellen Donahue has the ball picked away, and it goes out of bounds. You have to be sharp and crisp with your passing. This is a very good team. They average 8 steals a game. Okay, going out of the game now is Bradshaw, and we have Brigham Fanos coming into the game. There's Tanner Bird with it now. Bird over on the left wing to Stauffenberg. To Bird. Bird in the lane, off the glass. No, not good. Rebounded by Meekum. And we go with Bradshaw down in the corner on the near side to Housekeeper. Ball's knocked away. Picked up in the backcourt by McCoy Smith. In the corner it goes to Housekeeper. He doesn't shoot. Ball knocked away again. Picked up by Fanos. Fanos on the corner. McCoy Smith. Shots long. Not good. And getting position on the rebound was Stauffenberg underneath to Washburn for 2. Nice drive on that one. Beautiful pass and a great assist.
Bennett Washburn leaked out ahead for the Tigers. Great outlet pass from Tissot Gwynna to Bennett Washburn. Up and in for 2. Tigers cut the lead down to 1.
And there we go. A foul's going to be called on Gwynna on the drive to the basket that time. And going to the free throw line again will be McCoy Smith. 1 of 2 at the line.
That is Tissot's 2nd foul, 4th team foul for the Tigers. Lyman so far only has 1 team foul.
Shot's good. Score goes 10-8. Fanos at the line. Toes the black stripe. And this one's not good. Rebounded again by Tanner Bird. Off to Swashburn in the corner. Gwynna at the baseline. Oh, tries a bounce pass. It gets knocked away. 5th turnover by the Tigers. Down court. Oh, a beautiful block by Tanner Bird, and it goes to the Tigers.
Great defensive recovery there by Tanner Bird. They initially had the lane open. He did a really good job with the help defense on the weak side. Clean block, forces a turnover, and Lyman will pick up their 2nd foul.
Pregame Fanos gets the foul. He just came into the game. 4th team foul against Lander, 2 against Lyman. Here's a pass down in the forecourt to Stauffenberg, back to Gwynna. Gwynna outside the arc on the right wing. Passes to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg tries to bully his way in, gives it off to Donahue. Donahue's shot is not good. Ill-advised shot that time. Hit the bottom of the backboard. On the near side, 15, Bradshaw has it. And the ball's knocked away. Tanner Bird gets it again. He's been really good on the defensive boards. He's going to go all the way in, stop in the lane, puts up a shot too short. Didn't have enough strength on it. And we have a timeout called by, I believe, Lyman. I'm not sure. 30-second timeout. Yep, we'll be back.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of
Back again in Lyman. Tigers trail 10-8 from the Lyman Eagles. Down court now is McCoy Smith. McCoy stops. Fires it back out on top underneath to Meekum. His short shot is not good. Rebound on the floor. Tissot Gwynna gets it down to Donahue. Donahue at the baseline. Didn't drive in. Kicks it out to Gwynna. Back to Donahue. Donahue, Stauffenberg now to Gwynna. Gwynna at the free throw line. Backs his way out. Opposite the arc. Stauffenberg to Bird. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna on the right wing. Now he's going to reset the play. Goes out on top of the key. Flashes number 1. Stauffenberg gets it on the left wing. Stauffenberg almost lost the ball. Gives it to Gwynna, who almost lost the ball. Gwynna at the free throw line drives in off to Donahue. Donahue blocked out from shooting. Back on top to Bird. Bird makes a few dribble moves. Bounce pass over to Stauffenberg. In the corner, Bird avoids a blocker underneath. Washburn, just a little bit too short. He needed a little more orange juice on that one, and it stays 10-8. Down court, here's McCoy Smith. Turnaround jumper is good. That's his 6th point of the game. It's 12-8 now, Lyman. Tigers, Gwynna all the way down in the corner. Over to Bird for 3. It's off. Long. Not good. Rebounded by Smith. He'll walk it down the court slowly.
20 seconds left.
Across the Eagle with 20 seconds to go in the game, as Josh just said. Smith drives the baseline. Tries to back his way in. Underneath to Meekum. He's tied up underneath. Steal by Gwynna. Gwynna is tripped and knocked to the floor, and a foul is going to be called on McCoy Smith. That's his first personal foul, and we don't have much time left.
About 4 seconds.
About 4 seconds to go, okay. Gwynna to take it out, but here comes Colum Wheeler. Wheeler will inbounds it as Stauffenberg gets a little bit of a rest. Gwynna into Donahue. Donahue Over to Gwenna. Gwenna launches a three that's too long at the buzzer. So our first period ends with the Lyman Eagles 12 and Lander Valley 8. We'll be back after this.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Lyman as we get ready for the second quarter between the Tigers and the Lyman Eagles. Lyman leads after one, 12-8. Looking at some scores in some of the other games on the Wind River Radio Network, looks like it is 13-5. Lady Wolverines over Jackson at half. Haley Engstrom leads all scorers with 6 points. And after one, over in Thermopolis, 9-8 Lady Cats over Worland.
Lyman will have the ball as we start the second period of play, leading 12-8. McCoy Smith has 6 points to lead Lyman. We have 4 Tigers with 2 points each. Inbounds to Bradshaw underneath the basket. Meekum fires up a shot and gets fouled. And that'll be on Colum Weaver, his first. So Meekum is at the free throw line. Free throw is not good off the back. He has 4 points in the game. That's his first free throw miss. Next shot coming up, and he gets this one. So he's 1 of 2, and it goes 13-8. That matches the largest lead of the game. So Wheeler stays in the game, and Bradshaw comes in now for Lyman. Lander in the backcourt. There's the inbounds from Washburn to Gwenna. Gwenna brings it all the way down, stops, reverses course. On the right-hand wing, whistle and a foul on Brigham Fannis. That's going to be his second. Little body block there.
And unfortunate for the Tigers, Callum Wheeler was sitting there on the near side, low block, wide open as the interior defenders leaked to the far side. There was nobody within 10 feet of him.
Carter Ayers in the game for the Tigers. Inbounds to Gwenna, around to Donahue. Donahue across the arc to Gwenna. Over to Ayers. Ayers drives in the corner. Washburn to Gwenna. Gwenna on the right wing to Donahue. Donahue moves around at the free throw line, stops, fires it on top to Washburn. Washburn to Gwenna. Gwenna far side outside, drives the lane, puts up a floater. Oh, is that a beauty? Tisso Gwenna. He now has 4 points in the game, and it's 13-10.
Little pro hop or Euro step for Gwenna, saw that he wasn't going to have enough room to drive it further inside, puts up the floater from about 8 feet up and in for his second basket.
Carter Bradshaw off the glass. No, Carter Ayers with the rebound. 2 Carters there, and the Lander guy got the rebound. Here's Washburn at the baseline, stepped on the end line. You know, it's kind of confusing down there because they've got this big blue stripe, and if you touch the black stripe, which is really thin, that's the end line.
Yeah, they kind of have a reverse when it comes to the paint orientation. Usually in the lane you'll have paint, and along the arc inside it, it'll be plain. They have it reversed, and it matches the same color as the boundary.
Here's Ashton Housekeeper, gives it off to Carter Bradshaw. Around the horn it goes to Alex Bradshaw. Now back over to Housekeeper. Housekeeper, patient with the dribble, almost has his pocket pick, throws it over to Smith. Far side outside, Smith drives the lane. Whoa, and we have a player control foul. Nice move by Carter Ayers to set the block.
Yeah, he saw that come from a mile away on the screen and roll inside on the high block. He positioned himself right in the middle of the lane, stood tall, drew the contact, got the charge. And it looks like we'll see Abe Lopez for the first time in the contest. So on the floor for the Tigers, you have Gwynna, Lopez, Donahue, Wheeler, and Ayers.
Gwynna with the ball right now for Lander. On the left wing, he drives it in, kicks it in the corner to Lopez, out on top now. Lopez launches a three, it's short. Rebound pulled down by McCoy. Ball gets away from him, turnover. Donahue gets it, stops, and his shot is blocked out of bounds. Well, that was a good block that time by Lyman, and getting in there was housekeeper. And we have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30. We'll be back after this.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
Lyman 13, Lander 10, 5:37 to go until halftime. And Lander will have the ball out underneath the Lyman basket. Gwynna slaps his hand on the basketball. There's the inbounds pass to Lopez. Lopez, this little body block, no foul. Down to Gwynna. Gwynna at the lane, can't shoot. Out to Ayers, to Lopez. Lopez will shoot for three. It's too long. And the rebound and a reach-in foul on Donahue.
Yeah, Lopez had a good open look. Kind of hesitated, pump faked, maybe faked himself out. That time it just a little too flat. He puts a little more arc on that shot and drain it.
Carter Bradshaw brings it down now for the Eagles across the timeline. Moves on top, fires it over to Smith. Smith dribbles it. Now it takes a drive. In the corner, there's Carter Bradshaw. Oh, no good. An air ball almost. It hit the bottom of the net. Gwynna comes back down floor for the Tigers, off to Ayers. Ayers, Donahue, now Lopez. Ayers has it at the baseline, can't shoot, whistle, and a player control foul on Carter Ayers.
Yeah, they did a good job with the double team on the baseline. The two Lyman players, and it was a 2-on-2 crime as Ayers gets the charge against the Lyman Eagle wearing number 2. That'll be a turnover for the Tigers. That is the 7th team foul for the Tigers. Lyman has 5 team fouls.
McClung and Stauffenberg back in the game for Lander. Here on the far side, there's Alex Bradshaw for 2. Nice little 7-footer, 15-10 now is the score. Lander back, McClung has it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg off to Donahue to Lopez. Lopez tries a behind his back 360 and he gets it.
Great move by Lopez. Just a little one-on-one isolation behind the back, and then he does a turnaround layup from the low block, and Tigers get back on the board, cut that lead down to 3.
Carter Bradshaw in the corner to Smith. Smith tries a little dribble drive here in the lane, puts up a shot off the glass, and it rolls out. Not good. Rebounded by Lyman down court underneath. Shot is blocked, and a foul on Lopez. He'll get 2 free throws on this one. Braden Bradshaw will go to the line. And Lopez picks up his first foul. Bradshaw's 2 for 2 from the line. Now 3 for 3. And coming back into the game is Brigham Fanos. Coming out of the game, Alex Bradshaw. Oh, here comes the next free throw by Bradshaw, by Braden Bradshaw. and it's not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Off to Gwynna. Gwynna all the way down to the baseline. Dribbles his way out of that. Now reverses direction underneath to McClung for two. A great feed by Tisso Gwynna to Kyson McClung for two. And it's a 2-point game, 16-14.
McClung, nice move from the backside along the baseline. Got around his defender. Tisso saw him coming across. Nice feed for the layup.
McCoy Smith off to Bradshaw. His shot is not good. Stauffenberg rebounds to McClung on the fast break, off the glass and in.
Nice job, back-to-back buckets from McClung. He's got 4 points. Tigers now tie it at 16.
Down court now comes Smith across the timeline. He falls down, and it goes to Lander. Turnover. Well, he just had too much momentum that time, leaned forward and fell down.
Yeah, there might have been a little bit of an accidental tie-up with him and Abe Lopez, but they'll go ahead and give Lopez benefit of the doubt, and Tigers will take advantage as there's a good little cheering section for the Tigers here in Lyman as the JV and freshman teams here in the stands just below us to our left.
Tisso for three. It's off. Not good. Rebound by McClung. Ball is knocked around, and coming away with it is Meekum. He gives it off to one of his teammates, and bringing the ball down the court is McCoy Smith. Smith on the left side, outside. Oh, does a nice little move. Can't drive the baseline. Off to Meekum. Ball is picked by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg one-on-one. Lays it up and in.
Stauffenberg with the great anticipation. Came from the backside. Poked the ball free. Gets the steal coast to coast. Puts it in. Tigers now lead 18-16, their first lead of the contest.
Actually, they're second because they led it 2-0.
That's right.
Yeah, so we've got our second lead of the game, and now Braden Bradshaw has it. A little bit of body contact there, lays it up and in. And we're tied again at 18. Quickly down court, McClung off the glass and in for 6 points. McClung coming off the bench, giving the Tigers the lead again.
McClung definitely putting some life into this Tiger team, coming off the bench with some big buckets inside.
McCoy Smith on the far side outside launches a three ball. It's in and out, not good. McClung with the rebound. Off the Stauffenberg. Tigers come this way. Stauffenberg stops in the corner. On top, McClung for three. Yes!
Let's go! McClung's on fire. He's feeling it. Puts it in for three. Tigers ahead by 5, 23-18.
And now with the basketball, Brigham Fanis in the far side. He brings it down, stops outside, midway between the two lines. Now makes a drive, puts up a floater, in and out, not good. Meekum for the return is good.
And that was just good positioning by Meekum, using his size advantage. Good rebound, puts the putback in as Stauffenberg bit on the shot fake and jumped up too early.
Stauffenberg looks back over at Stu Mullins and gets a nod. Now Gwynna looks over at the coach, and they call a timeout. So Lander leading 23-20 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard, and we'll be back after this.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Back again in Lyman, Lander leading 23-20. And I'm not sure how much time's left. Is that
48 seconds?
48 seconds?
Yeah,
okay.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. Lander has the basketball, leading 23-20. Here on the home court of the Lyman Eagles. Big crowd here tonight in Lyman. Almost filled the south side bleachers, the big one. Here's Gwynna with the inbounds pass. Moves to the left wing to Donahue to Lopez. Lopez kicks it over to McClung for three. Got it again!
McClung with the heat check. He's still hot. He's got 12 points in this quarter coming off the bench, leading the Tigers in scoring.
Largest lead for Lander is 6 points. That's it right now. Here's housekeeper. Whistle, And we have a foul going to be called on, well, I'm not sure who the foul was on. Meekum, 24. Meekum, okay. That's his first. Lander leading now 26-20 over the Lyman Eagles on the Eagles' home floor.
20 seconds left, probably looking for last possession here.
Gwynna walks across the Eagle at center court. Over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg on the right wing. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna under the basket for 2 more! Tisso Gwynna now with 6 points, and it's 28-20. Quickly, Lyman, a last desperate shot at the buzzer is not good, and the halftime score. The Lander Valley Tigers 28 and the homestanding Lyman Eagles 20.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Interesting, the Lyman Eagles led 12-8 at the end of the first period of play, and in the second period, Lander outscored Lyman 12-8. So exactly reversed it. Tigers lead in this game 28-20. And Josh, we found out where that big Lander cheering section came from.
Yeah, I thought it was the JV and freshman basketball teams. No, it was the swimmers, as there is a swim meet going on just next door up here in Lyman. We came in and saw the parking lot was full with a lot more buses than just ours. Didn't realize that there was a swim meet going on here as well. So they popped in, hung out after their meet, and it looks like they're probably heading out to go get some dinner and go get a nap in for tomorrow's festivities.
Kyson McClung came off the bench for the Lander Tigers and scored 12 points in that second period. He was unconscious. He had 3 field goals from underneath and 2 trays from outside. And, of course, he leads the scorers here at halftime. Tisso Gwynna has 3 baskets for 6 points. Brennan Stauffenberg, 2 buckets for 4 points. And then with 2 points each, Abe Lopez, Bennett Washburn, and Tanner Bird. So Tanner Bird had a great defensive board. He was great on the defensive boards.
Yeah, he was great on defensive boards. He got a big block in there as well. And Tigers feeding off the energy from McClung coming off the bench with those 12 points, scoring 20 points in the second quarter. By far one of their best scoring outbursts of the entire season. That's what gave them that 8-point lead, and looking to try and continue that in the second half. They did some good defensive adjustments, as well as we talked about the big thing that's been shooting them in the foot. They've been getting real good looks, but haven't been making those shots, and they definitely did so in that second quarter. And again, you know, you're always looking for bench players to come off there and give you some good energy, that extra juice, a little change of pace, and that's exactly what McClung did for the Tigers in the second quarter.
And on the other side of the ledger, we've got 7 points for Roe Meekum. All his points came in the paint on that low post. We had 6 points by McCoy Smith, 5 points by Braden Bradshaw, 2 points by Alex Bradshaw. Halftime score, Lander 28, Lyman 20. Back after this.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Back again at Lyman High School, where the Lander Valley Tigers have a 28-20 lead, their largest of the game over the Lyman Eagles. And the Lander defense, I think, has really confused Lyman in this game.
Yeah, originally they set up in the zone in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, they switched to man-to-man defense. Tigers have done a really good job staying tight, closing out really well on those perimeter shooters, and keeping those players that have been averaging double digits on lockdown. And overall, this Lyman Eagles team averages about 60 points a game, holding them to holding them to 20 points here at halftime, doing a real good job. And on the other end of the ball, their offense, they're doing great as far as mixing their outside shots, inside shots, They're getting productive scoring off the bench with Kason McClung, 12 points there in the second quarter. Tigers are doing a real good job setting up their teammates, great passes inside, and then when they need to, finding that extra shooter along the perimeter to get the open shot.
Well, you know, as Stu Mullins has talked to us all season long, you know, you want someone to come up when you need them. And Kason McClung is that guy tonight. 12 points, all in the second quarter.
Definitely, and it's one of those that we always talk about it. It's your starters. You want them to be the ones that give you a lot of points, but at the same time, you know, it's also at that point where you find out if your starting five are the five that you want to stick with, or maybe there is somebody that you haven't given a shot yet that maybe will use their opportunities and performances to show, be like, hey, coach, I deserve to be in that starting five. Kason McClung's done that, and it also has given a lot of juice to the Tiger team as a whole. And sometimes it's all it takes is one person that you wouldn't suspect, or somebody coming off the bench, a little bit change of pace, give the rest of the team good energy, good vibes, and Tigers went in on a huge scoring run, outscoring Lyman 20-8 in that second quarter. See if they continue it here as we start the third period.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I put 12, didn't I? I meant to write 20 there. Thank you for that, Josh. Okay, the Tigers get the ball to start the third period of play. Here's Tisso Gwynna on the left side. Bounces, or doesn't bounce it. He throws it over to Donahue. Back to Gwynna. Looking at his zone defense there by the Lyman Eagles. Back to Gwynna. He faked the three-point shot. Back to Donahue. Bird was open in the corner. Now Bird transitions to the other side. Gwynna fakes the three-point shot over to Donahue. Back to Gwynna. Gwynna looks like he wants to shoot it, trying to draw those defenders out. Bird in the corner will shoot it. It's not good. Tip is on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Lyman. We've got a 3-on-1 break. Down court, laying it all the way up, and a blocking foul on Tisso Gwynna as he didn't have position. That's going to be Tisso's third personal foul. Braden Bradshaw decided to take it all the way down the court, coast to coast, and ends up with a chance at the free throw line.
Yeah, Tisso was trying to get in position there for the charge, but he slid in a little late. Ref was right there along the baseline, saw the late movement and the lean by Gwynna. That will give him his first foul for the Tigers. We're just about a minute in here in the third quarter, and it is now 28-21 with the second free throw attempt.
Braden Bradshaw, one of the tallest guys on the Lyman team, hits them both with ease. 22-28, 6-point lead now by the Lander Tigers. Down court, walking it across the timeline there is Gwynna. Over to Donahue. Donahue in the corner. Jace LeClaire's come into the game. Now back to Gwynna on top. Bird was open for a second on the left wing. In the middle to Jace LeClaire. LeClaire has the ball knocked away from him. It's a turnover. Down court quickly, 3-on-3. Evens up now. McCoy Smith gives it off to Housekeeper. Housekeeper at the free throw line. Drives in off the glass. No, not good. Rebound by Meekum is good. And it is a 4-point game, 28-24. Here's Donahue on the far side outside. Brings it back on top. Bounce pass in the middle to Stauffenberg. Out to Gwynna. Fakes the shot. Back to Gwynna. Gwynna's been open a couple of times but hasn't taken that three. I'm thinking this might be a coach strategy. In the corner. Back out on top to Gwynna. There's Stauffenberg. It's not good. Rebound underneath is going to go to McCoy Smith for Lyman. McCoy Smith quickly gives it out to Bradshaw. Underneath the basket, 5. Alex Bradshaw for 3. And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
Lyman on a 7-0 scoring run to start the second half. We're about 2 minutes in, and that's going to force Stu Mullins to take the timeout. Tigers have yet to record any points here in the third quarter.
We need to turn that swimming bus around and get those
Definitely
kids back in here cheering.
Definitely need to get the swimmers back for sure.
Timeout on the court.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that it would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
There's Donahue on the far side for the Tigers. Bounce pass to McClung, who came into the game during that timeout, to Stauffenberg. Over to Gwynna. Underneath to Washburn. Back to Gwynna. Gwynna, he tried to hit McClung, and the pass was a little bit in front of him. Turnover, Tigers.
Yeah, you saw him flash out along the baseline late. Gwynna trying to give him the no-look pass, but unfortunately led McClung a little too far. Good thought, but just errant pass by Gwynna.
Ashton, housekeeper, brings it all the way down to the lane. Lost the ball for a second. Puts it off the glass and in. And Lyman has taken the lead, 29-28, with a 9-0 run here to start the third period. In the middle, Washburn has it in the lane. Looking for someone to throw it to. Turnover. He couldn't hang on to the ball long enough. Ball was knocked away. Lander picks it up on the other side. Another turnover by Lyman, and knocked to the ground is Donahue. Picked up, whistle. And a timeout called by Lyman. Or is it a timeout?
Is it a timeout or a bench warning?
Oh, they've given out bench warnings in the first girls' game. Maybe that's what we had here.
Yeah.
Okay, Lyman has the ball in. It's Housekeeper, Housekeeper brings it in the middle of the lane underneath to Meekum. Meekum drives the paint and scores. Wow, Lyman on an 11-0 run. 31 now to 28. Tigers need to get the ball in the hoop here. Here's Gwynna in the corner. McClung shots short. Meekum rebounds. Here come the Eagles. Left to right on their home court. Down court, in the corner it goes Housekeeper. Housekeeper launches a three. It's short, not good. Rebound by Donahue for Lander. And we go the other way. Off to Gwynna. Gwynna brings it all the way down in the lane. Off the glass and in. Oh, what a move by Tisso Gwynna for his 8th point of the game.
Tisso decides to do it all on his own that time. Sees that there's an opening in the lane, takes it down, and they didn't really collapse on him, so he kind of picks and chooses his way, puts it up and in for two.
Housekeeper gives it off to Bradshaw, Alex Bradshaw. Bradshaw on the left wing now makes a move. On the ball, stolen by McClung. Turnover by Lyman. Nice move by McClung, got in the way of that pass. Here's the Tigers now in the corner. McClung has it underneath Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg trapped there, throws it across court to Gwynna for three. No, he gets his own rebound. Off to Stauffenberg, to Donahue for three. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down by Lyman. Lyman's McCoy Smith in the corner, shot for three. No, McClung with the rebound. Off to Gwynna, we go the other way. Lander trails by 1, 31-30, after having an 8-point lead at halftime. Here's Stauffenberg in the lane. Oh, a bounce pass gets away. 10th turnover by the Tigers, and Lyman brings it down court. Alex Bradshaw on top of the key to McCoy Smith. Smith just holding the ball. Now he moves to the right-hand side, outside the arc, over to Braden Bradshaw underneath the Meekum for 2. Boy, he's a tough guy underneath that low post.
And Stauffenberg was up along the free throw line trying to intercept that pass, jumped. It went over his outstretched arm. Meekum was inside all alone.
Stauffenberg out to Gwynna, underneath to Bradshaw. Underneath, it's not Bradshaw, it's Washburn. Washburn has the basketball. Back over to McClung, to Gwynna around the horn. Donahue in the middle. Washburn has it at the lane, and we have a held ball, and it'll go to Lyman.
Lyman switching to the 2-3 zone, and Tigers have not been able to do anything to get past that zone. As soon as they give it to Washburn, they're at top of the key. He's got basically the entire defense around him. Lyman saw that, and somebody went in and just tied him up to get possession of the ball.
Fanis is going to go coast to coast and does not score, and a whistle is called, and the foul is going to go on
McClung.
Kyson McClung, his first.
We're about halfway through the third quarter. In the second quarter, Tigers outscored the Eagles 20-8, and already halfway through, Lyman has scored 13 points. The Tigers have only scored 2.
Make it 14. As the free throw is good by Brigham Fanis. He'll have one more, and now we have new folks coming in. Carter Bradshaw is coming in. Also coming in is Kais Herdsman. Next free throw by Fanos is in the air, and it's not good. Stauffenberg with the rebound, 34-30. Eagles by 4. Here's Gwynna on the left wing. In the corner it goes to Lopez, who just came in. Off to Gwynna. Now far side, Donahue back to Gwynna, who launches a 3. It's short. Almost an air ball. Just grazed the rim. Lyman with the rebound. Down court is Carter Bradshaw. Bradshaw hands it off to Housekeeper. Now it goes back on the far side, Herdsman. Herdsman tries to drive the baseline, does. Blocked out there to Meacham. Meacham under the basket, lays it up. No, not good, off of Lyman, and the Tigers will have it.
Meacham definitely has the size and the length and height advantage over Stauffenberg. He's kind of just playing bully ball there in the low block. He knows that he's got a better stature for that kind of rough and tumble play inside, taking advantage of it. He's had a lot of the Lyman Eagles points in the paint.
13 to be exact for the game so far. Long pass in the corner to Lopez. Ball's knocked away. Turnover Tigers. Here comes Lyman in the corner. Householder gives it off in the middle to Meacham. Over to Fanos. His shot for 3 is short. He gets his own rebound and a whistle and a reach in on the Tigers, Lopez. For Alex, that is going to be foul number 2.
That's going to be the third team foul for Lander, and it looks like that Lyman has not had a team foul yet here in the third quarter.
Landon Heaton comes in. There's the inbounds pass to Householder. He is and one. Housekeeper just could up housekeeping there in the middle of the lane. The inbounds pass went to him, and the foul on the Tigers trying to block the easy shot that Householder had, and it goes against Stauffenberg.
And that was just a great set play on the inbounds pass, taking advantage of Housekeeper being taller than anybody else on the floor. Up and in for 2, draws the contact, but misses the and one.
All right, so it goes now 36-30, a 6-point lead by Lyman. Here's Lopez in the middle. McClung back out to Lopez for 3. No, it's too long. Rebounded by Lyman. Here we go. Bradshaw, Carter Bradshaw this time. Long pass down to Housekeeper. Housekeeper in the lane. No. Shot is up, off, not good. Rebound goes off Lander. Lyman will have it underneath the Lander basket.
And that was just bad awareness there by Lincoln for Lander. It bounced off 3 Tiger players didn't go and get it before it went out of bounds.
Here's Fanos. Fanos in the corner. There's Herdsman at the buzzer. And that's the end of the third period of play. And it's Lyman 36 and Lander 30. Lander only scored 2 points in that, only 2 points in that quarter.
Yeah, 2 points for Lander, and Lyman scored 16 points.
Yeah.
And it's basically the exact opposite of what happened in the second quarter. Coach Mullins has talked about that there for the longest time it was the second quarter that was always a bad one for the Tigers, but now it seems like there's just one bad quarter each game, and that one bad quarter is what usually decides it, whether it's the second quarter or the third. Tigers looking to rebound as we get to the final 8 minutes. We'll be back with the final act between the Eagles and Tigers after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Well, we have got 8 minutes left in this game. Lander trails by 6 after leading by 8 at the halftime mark. Lyman is already out. They're going to continue playing the way they do. And let's see, Lyman has out there Alex Bradshaw, Braden Bradshaw, Ashton Housekeeper, the big guy, Roe Meekum, and McCoy Smith. The Tigers have Stauffenberg and Gwynna, Donahue, Bird, and Jace Leclerc. Okay, here's Tisso Gwynna, fires it over to Donahue. Donahue on top to Gwynna. Gwynna in the middle of the lane, can't shoot, bounces it out to Stauffenberg, back to Gwynna, corner Leclerc, back to Gwynna. To Donahue, to Gwynna. Gwynna in the middle of the lane, can't shoot, gives it off to Bird, to Jace Leclerc, ball stolen away, bad pass. Long pass down court to Alex Bradshaw, jump shot is short, not good, rebound by Leclerc. Leclerc grabs the carom, long pass down court, knocked out of bounds by Alex Bradshaw. Tigers will have it in front of their bench. 36-30, 6-point lead now by Lyman. Here's Gwynna to Bird, back to Gwynna. Gwynna on the arc, goes over to Donahue on the right wing in the corner, Leclerc. Leclerc makes a drive to the baseline, reverse layup is good.
That's just a great move there along the baseline by Leclerc. Saw that there was enough of a gap that he could drive it in, and he does a good job using the back basket as a defender against the defender, puts it up and in for 2.
36-32, Lyman with a 4-point lead. Here's the on top of the key, McCoy Smith has the ball, launches a 3, hits the rim. No, not good. Rebound by Stauffenberg for the Tigers. He took it away from Meekum. He had position that time. Here's Tanner Bird in the middle of the lane. Fires it out to Gwynna for 3. No, not good. Meekum high for the rebound. And here comes Lyman now. McCoy Smith. Inside it goes to Braden Bradshaw. Near side and underneath to Meekum. He muscles his way in. His hook shot is way soft. No good. Lander gets the rebound. Here comes Gwynna. Gwynna to Stauffenberg. Back to Gwynna. In the middle. Stauffenberg from 10 is good. Stauffenberg gets it.
Yep, just finding the soft area in the zone defense there, playing a little patty cake with Gwynna, passing it back and forth, and he gets the give and go. Gwynna, another assist. Stauffenberg puts it up and in. Looks like we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Well, the Tigers have narrowed it down to a 2-point lead, 36-34 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Braden Bradshaw to take it in. Lander putting on a little bit of pressure here. And Lyman easily breaks that. Smith on the far side stops. Wanted to shoot, but didn't. Annoyed there by Gwynna. Near side comes to Housekeeper. Far side again, Smith. Smith, near side, Housekeeper. On top and around the horn it goes again. There with it now is Alex Bradshaw. Long shot is in.
Oof. 3-2 zone. Tigers had 3 defenders on the perimeter. There's 2 of them around Bradshaw. He decides, I'll just go ahead and put it up anyway. Knocks it in for 3.
Here's Bird in the middle. The ball's knocked away. Turnover. Lander is their 13th turnover. Smith brings it down. Almost stolen away by the Tigers. Smith launches a 3-ball. It's not good. Rebounded by LeClaire, who falls down on the play. Turnover Tigers. Back to Smith. Smith over to Braden Bradshaw. Throws the ball away.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there, trying to give it to Meekum inside, but he definitely had the better opportunity for the shot there. Tigers will take advantage with the unforced error, and something that needs to happen. Jace LeClaire needs to clean up his ball handling skills. It's about 2 or 3 turnovers in a row, just going a little too fast. I think Coach Mullen saw that and put him on the bench, replaced him with McClung.
Here's Gwynna over to Donahue. Donahue avoids the trap, off to Gwynna. Gwynna in the lane, fires it back out. Donahue, there's McClung from the corner. No, not good. Alex Lopez with the rebound and the tie-up, and it'll go to Lyman. Some of these should be going to Lander. Almost all the held balls here are going to Lyman. Inbounds, Smith. 5-point lead, 39-34. Long down court, stripped, and Lander will have it out of bounds. Nice strip on the play by the Tiger defense.
So we're about halfway through the fourth quarter. Looks like we've got 4:12 left. Tigers looking to try and even this score up, down by 5.
Here comes Gwynna, walks right across the Eagle at center court. Now moves to the right-hand wing, back over to the left side. Alex Lopez to Gwynna. Gwynna doesn't shoot, faked the shot. Now to Lopez. Stauffenberg has it, bounce pass to Lopez, back to Gwynna. Gwynna moves in to Lopez. Lopez makes a dribble drive, kicks it out to McClung for 3. Yes!
There you go.
McClung finally gets into the scoring here in the second half. He has 15, and it's a 2-point game, 39-37. On the defense, there's a shot and one. Oh, boy, that hurt. That was a circus shot, and the Tigers got a foul on it, and it went in.
Yeah, just a little jump step into the lane. He takes it down when the Tiger defenders were thinking he's going up for a shot. Got 2 of them to bite on the shot fake. Got him up in the air, and he'll just go up, draw the contact, puts it up and in, and he will convert the and one play. 42-37. Back to a 5-point game, and Tigers take a timeout. Looks like it is going to be a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Tigers have it in the backcourt. Inbounds pass comes to Guida. Guida across the timeline, moves over to the right side. Fakes a drive in to Lopez for three. It's short, not good. High for the rebound is Ashton Housekeeper. Housekeeper bounce pass over to Smith, who brings it into the forecourt. Smith now in the corner to Housekeeper. Around the horn it goes. Smith has it now on top. 3:20 to go in the game. Lead is 5 by Lyman, and they're running a little clock here. Oh, underneath, and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers as Housekeeper got underneath and got landed on. And that was
Donahue.
Donahue that got that foul, his second.
And get this, Tigers have 6 team fouls. Lyman Eagles have yet to foul in the second half.
Free throw by Householder is not good. Score remains 42-37. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go here.
2:49.
Oh, is it 2:49? Okay. 2:49. He got the second one, so it's 43-37. 6-point lead at the 2:49 mark. Here's Guina. Over to Lopez, to Guina. Guina in the corner. McClung back to Guina. Back to McClung. He's open, doesn't shoot. Over to Guina. Guina to Lopez. Lopez in the middle underneath the McClung. Over underneath to Donahue. His shot is up and off, not good. Brigham Fanos with the rebound. That was a costly no score for Lander as time is starting to erode away here. And the ball is knocked on the ground, and we're going to have a foul called on the Tigers. No, it's going to go against no foul. It'll be a turnover. Well, that's refreshing. Stauffenberg out of bounds. We're 2:07, I think, to go in the game. Here's McClung. To Tisso. Whistle. And we have a foul called on Housekeeper, I think. Yeah, that was his second foul. Their first foul of the second half. Guina in the corner. McClung. Donahue on top to Guina. Time's a-wasting, folks. Ball gets away, picked up by Guina. He's still dribbling it. And now the ball's loose on the ground, picked up by Stauffenberg underneath. Oh, he blows the layup, but is fouled. Tigers could have used 2 there.
Yeah, definitely was a little bit of a fire drill there along the floor. There's about 3 different Tigers had possession of it, squirted away. Stauffenberg, right place, right time, picks it up, gets past the Lyman defenders, draws the contact, can't get the friendly roll on the first free throw. Looks like there's about a minute and a half left. Tigers down 43-37.
He misses both. Lopez with the rebound to Guina for 3. In and out, not good. Rebound Lyman, and he stepped on the line. So Lander will get it. They trail 6 points. And we've got about 90 seconds to go. Here's the inbounds pass. Stauffenberg for 3. He got it. Brennan Stauffenberg. And it's now a 43-40 game. And Lander quickly calls timeout. It'll be a full. Let's come back right after this.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, we're down to the nubs in this one, Josh, and Lander now trails only by 3, 43-40, and we've got 1:25 to go in the contest, and it will be Lyman's ball in the backcourt. So let's see if they try to run some clock here or try to get an easy shot. Lander trailing by 3, 43-40. Here comes Lyman. Smith has it on the far side. Avoids the trap but gets fouled. And that'll be a foul on Donahue, his third.
Stu Mullins waves that off on the bench, saying you haven't called that ticky-tack stuff all game, and now when it's close, that puts Lyman in the 1-and-1 bonus. That's a 7th team foul against the Tigers.
McCoy Smith is 3 for 5. Missed it. Lander gets the rebound, trailing by 3. Here's Stauffenberg off to Gwinna. Gwinna comes down across the timeline. He walks it in. Over to Lopez. Back to Gwinna. Gwinna eyed McClung in the corner, but gives it over to Lopez. Back to Gwinna. Gwinna fakes the shot in the middle. Stauffenberg for 2. No, it's too strong. Rebound goes. We're under a minute to go. 3-point lead down court. Meekum in the lane. No, not good. Rebounded by Lyman. There's a shot. Householder, and it's good! And 1. Now the officials are chatting about something. Stu Mullins is up. Not sure what's going on. Boy, that's a dagger if that counts.
I think we've got differing calls. One referee called one thing, another called another, a different foul. But I think they're saying the foul was on the floor away from the ball before the shot was good.
Oh, and the Lyman coach is all the way out. Luck is out. He walked out to where the officials are. I think he wanted a timeout.
And we got 46 seconds left.
Okay, we have...
Oh, they're saying the shot's good.
Well, that makes it 46-40, and we've got not that much time left. Can't see the scoreboard. Mullins is discussing it with the officials. Well, he is really upset. Well, that could be the dagger, Josh. Tigers fought really hard tonight. They just couldn't get it to go in that third period.
Yeah, and I think that's what the Stu was saying, is that the Lyman coach called for the timeout before the shot attempt went up, but they are saying that the three-point shot...
Mullins is still arguing with the official, and she's not going to give an inch.
No, she's saying that he was already in the shooting motion when the timeout was called, so you got to let it continue.
Well, it's unfortunate for the Tigers. They trail now by 6. And how much time do we have left, Josh?
About 46 seconds.
46 seconds to go.
Which,
okay.
I mean, all you need is a quick shot, 3 preferably. The Lyman still has a lot of fouls to give. So if you're Lyman, what you want to do is instead of giving up the 3-point shot, you may just go ahead and foul them. So then the Tigers get it out of bounds. They still got 4 fouls to give. That way you're preventing the 3-point shot and make it a 1-possession game. 46 seconds left. Tigers need a quick basket and a couple stops in order to cut this lead down with less than a minute left.
Stauffenberg to take it out in the backcourt. Here's Gwinna. Gwinna in the corner to McClung. Back out on top to Gwinna. We're down to 40 seconds. Here's Lopez, drives the lane, puts the shot off the glass and in. Abe Lopez gets his 4th point of the game, and it's a 4-point game, 46-42. The ball is fouled, or not the ball, the player's fouled. It'll be the 1 bonus, goes against Stauffenberg.
And that was a great job defensively with an intentional foul. Looks like there's 28 seconds left, and it'd send Housekeeper to the line.
Shot is up, good. Well, that makes it a 5-point game with 26 seconds to go. Next shot coming up is good. You hit your free throws, you win the game. And then 6-point lead, 46-42. Shot from the corner by McClung is good. McClung gets another 3, and it's a 3-point game, 45-48.
And it's 22.5 seconds left.
22.5 seconds left. Taking it out is Braden Bradshaw. Oh, Lopez almost got a foul there. Here's McCoy Smith. Smith comes down, clock's ticking away, long pass down. They're going to try to run the clock out. There's a foul by Donahue trying to stop the clock, his 4th. And we're down somewhere under 20 seconds.
11.8.
11.8. As we mentioned before, they've got a big curtain here in the gym, and the curtain blocks the scoreboard. Both of them here at the free throw line. Householder got it. 49-45. He's hit 4 in a row here in the 4th quarter. That one's not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg comes down quickly off to Gwynna. Gwynna launches a 3. It's not good. Rebound by Smith in the corner. There's a fight for the ball, and do we have a foul or a tie-up?
Foul.
We have a foul. This will go against Lander, and it's against Donahue, and that's his 5th.
Yep.
Donahue's going to foul out of the game. Timeout on the floor. It's 49-45. Lyman is about to move to 10-7. The Tigers 4-10. Well, we need to bring that swim team to the next game, Josh.
Yeah, I think
when they were here, the Tigers were hot.
The Tigers doing a real good job. It definitely was maybe one of those things you didn't think was going to be the turning point of the game, but again, coming off the bench for the Tigers, leading scorer being Kason McClung with those 12 points in the 3rd quarter, then having a 3-pointer in the 2nd half. Just one of those things that you're looking for people that are going to be that change of pace, give you that scoring energy as well as just good pace altogether when your starters are tired and coming out. It may be one of those where McClung maybe earns a starting spot replacing Jace Leclerc. He definitely has struggled as of late. A lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced errors where it's off his foot or dribbling errors. So hopefully he can turn that around and Tigers can find a way to get the lid off that basket and get some more productive shooting from the perimeter.
Smith at the line.
With like 1.8 seconds left,
yeah,
I think.
1.8 seconds, okay.
And it is the 10th foul, so they're in the double bonus. They'll have both free throws.
Shot's good, 50-45. Next shot coming up. He's hit 1, 2, 3, 4 free throws out of 7. He hit 5. So it goes 51-45 again. That big lead. There's a long 3 by Gwynna that almost hits it. That's the end of the game. The final score, the Lyman Eagles 51 and the Lander Tigers 45. Let's take a look at our scoring here. We have Jace Leclerc only had 2 points tonight. Tanner Bird had 2 points. 8 points for Tisso Gwynna. We had 2 points in the game by Bennett Washburn. We had 18 points in the game by Kyson McClung. And we had 4 points in the game by Abe Lopez. 4 points in the game by Lopez. So now looking on the other side, we had 6, 8, 11 points for McCoy Smith, 1 point for Brigham Fanos. We had 5 points for Alex Bradshaw. We had 10 points for Braden Bradshaw. We had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for Aston Housekeeper, 13 points by Roe Meekum. The score at halftime was Lander 28 and the Lyman Eagles 20, but in that third period of play, Lander was outscored 16-2, Josh, and that was the killer.
Yeah, definitely. There was the great injection of points off the bench by McClung, and then in that third quarter, they could not get anything to work that they were doing in the second quarter. Everything that they had been doing to gain that momentum and gain the lead, it didn't work. And all it takes is just one bad quarter. And then in the fourth, just turnovers, empty possessions, and a lot of made free throws by Lyman. And that's, like you said, you make your free throws and you're going to win the game. And that's what it took coming down to the nitty-gritty at the end of the contest there. Lyman made their free throws and Tigers couldn't make their shots. Lyman went on a 10-0 run at the start of the fourth period of play. They were behind 28-21, and then all of a sudden it became 31-28. The Tigers got close. They scored to make it 31-30, but then the Eagles went on another 3-point run and led at the end of the third period 36-30. Tigers got to within 2 at 34-36. Then a 3-ball went up by Lyman, and then they reeled off another 4 points, and it was quickly 46-40 with 1:25 to go, and that was it for the game. We'll be back and hopefully get Coach Stu Mullins over here right after we take this timeout.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collar.
Well, we're here now in the Click It or Ticket postgame show with Coach Stu Mullins of the Lander Valley Tigers, and it was nip and tuck all night. You had them by 8 points, and then at halftime, and then they rolled out to a 10-0 run, and that really changed the complexion of the game. You only scored 2 points in that third quarter. Did okay in the second quarter, but the third quarter was the nemesis this week.
Yeah. It wasn't the second this time, but it was the third, and but kids came out and played well, and I was really proud of them.
Well, you know, they had a pretty good defensive effort today. You kept Lyman well under their scoring average, and the Tigers were great on the defensive boards.
Yeah, Yeah, we talked about just kind of getting back to us, and the way that we kind of entered this season, and changed a couple things defensively, and talked about being just a little bit more patient on offense, especially if things aren't falling for you. No point in getting a good shot when you should get a great shot, and we started to do that. And I've said many times on this telecast, that I think Lyman is the best, if not one of the best teams in 3A. So it was good for us to come on the road and play like this.
Well, you had them. You were down only, let's see, where was it? 3 points with 3 minutes to go in the game, 43-40. Then they drilled another three-pointer to make it 46-40. You came back to within 5 points with some free throws, and then they nailed it at the end on the line. They had all but 2 of their points in the fourth quarter were free throws.
Yeah. And the foul count is 6-0.
Yeah.
In a game like this with as many big, strong, physical kids as they have, and so. Tell
us what the discussion was on that big three that was the nail biter.
Yeah. So this is my perception, and they didn't give me adequate explanation, I felt like. The coach is calling for timeout.
Right. From
the minute that they bring the ball up, from the second they bring up the ball, he's calling timeout. And she doesn't grant him the timeout. I don't know why. Well, they reverse it. They get the offensive rebound, and he's calling it louder. So the trail official, or the side official, blows his whistle. I don't know if you guys heard that, but he blew his whistle before the kid shot. And blowed it. So our kids stopped. They probably would have closed out on the shooter if they wouldn't have stopped when the whistle blew, And so I thought that was easy. The coach, same thing. He goes, we called timeout way before the three, And I don't know. I don't know.
Well, sometimes this happens to you on the road, but the Tigers were in it the whole way. You had some costly turnovers and some empty trips down the floor that really cost you.
Yeah, no, and that's I hope you're not. I'm not implying that that's the reason that we lost the game at all. That's not why. They did a really good job for the most part, but that's a key moment in the game that's magnified, obviously, and yeah, you can't score 2 points in the third quarter and expect to beat a team like this on the road.
Well, it seemed to us from up here, we saw the timeout being called.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't understand when he blows the whistle because he knows that he's calling timeout.
Right.
And then for some reason they come together and she says that he was already in the act of shooting when the timeout was granted. You can go back and film and watch it, and the kids both teams will just be standing there watching.
Well, let's talk about something positive. Kyson McClung tonight came off the bench and was a terror in that second period.
Yep, Kyson. Yeah, he has improved a ton over the course of the season, and he's starting to get some confidence, and he's done everything we've asked him to do. And I was so happy for him tonight, just coming in there and hitting some big shots for us. And I think you're going to start to see him play quite a bit more.
Yeah, he did a really nice job.
Yep.
One thing that Josh and I were talking about is inviting the Lander swim team to
oh my gosh, wasn't that awesome? I know. I said, where did they go? That was a huge boost.
Bring them back. Call the bus driver. Turn them around.
Yeah. What do we need to pay them to stay? Because that was a huge boost for us. To have almost a home crowd here. And so thank you so much to Coach Morgan and the swimmers because. Yeah, that was great.
That was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess they had to head home. But while they were here, it was exciting, and the Tigers rolled to that 20-8 lead in that second quarter and led by 8 at halftime.
Yep.
Okay, Mountain View tomorrow.
Mountain View, another big, tough, physical team, and we got our hands full for sure with them.
Yeah, well, it's the good news is it's at Lander.
Yep, that would be nice.
And it's tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
2:30 and 4. Is that right?
2 and 3:30.
2 and 3:30.
Yep.
Okay, 2 and 3:30.
Yep.
It's changed a couple of times.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Coach Stu Mullins, we appreciate you coming up. This was a good game for the Tigers through 3 quarters. The team that makes their free throws wins games, and you guys missed quite a few free throws.
Yep. Kind of the story of our season. I mean, layups or free throws, but it's going to happen for us. I'm still a believer in what we're doing, and the kids are working really hard, and we were dang close tonight.
Yeah, you were very close, and it really showed that the team hung in there against a team that was much higher than you guys. They had 5 starters that were taller than Stauffenberg. So, yeah,
they're and a bunch of them are juniors, so they got a good program, and they always have. I've said it on here. I think Coach Lewick's probably the best coach in the state, and he gets so much out of his kids, and I have so much respect for him. So,
well, we appreciate you coming up and talking to us, and we'll do it again tomorrow afternoon at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
You betcha. Thanks, Coach. Coach Stu Mullins of the Lander Valley Tigers coming to talk with us here after this disappointing loss, I think you could characterize it, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell in the tone of Coach Mullins' voice there was a lot of some calls that did not go his way that, like we mentioned before, he doesn't get very vocal or very animated on calls unless he knows for sure that it is blatantly wrong, and we saw that a couple times, not only by Coach Mullins but also by Coach Stauffenberg in the girls matchup earlier. Luckily, the girls matchup did go in the way the favor of the Tigers, but it's it's just one of those that one of those things you can't control, and you just got to make do with it what you can, and hopefully it's just something that doesn't continue, because it seems to be happening a lot on the road with the scorebook issues in Powell, with the lady turning to the wrong page. And, I mean, you always talk about home cooking and home court advantage no matter what level of sports and athletics you're in, but you would hope that there isn't any of that going on, one-sided calls in high school. But it is what it is. There were some good points for the Tigers, great points coming off the bench for Casey McClung, who is player of the game for the boys, and we'll look forward to the matchup against Mountain View tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, very good. And we want to thank General Manager Kevin Shields for the opportunity to do these games. Want to thank Kurt Baxter back at the studio for getting us on the air and keeping us on the air. And, of course, I'd like to thank Josh Henninger, my partner here, for his excellent analysis of this contest and every contest, for example. A special thank you go to our sponsors who make this all possible. If we didn't have them, we couldn't do this. So when you're in their businesses, please stop and say thank you to them. Well, until tomorrow afternoon at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, this is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good evening. Drive carefully, and we'll see you on the radio and on WYO Today.